Hold on, I see you guys. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hold on. Chris, hello. Okay, okay, let's just check in a little bit, people. Hello, hello, hello. I got to go back to the stage and check a few guys in. I was trying to get in the zone, trying to get comfortable, get myself in the right frame of mind so that we can hang out together most effectively. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, here we are. Now, where were we? Whew. Okay, hold on. I'm just checking things, just checking a few things. I think I'm caught up. I think I've caught up with most people. Hey, hey, Primary, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I was going to tell everybody it's Sunday Night Live. Yeah, I'm sending you some love. Thank you, Mary C. I'm glad you get it. This is Sunday Night Live. It's become our own special little fun thing that we do here, and I'm so happy to have you here, all of you, regulars and newbies. If there's any newbies out there and you're scared or worried or you think this is like very strange, don't be scared. You're in a very loving place. There's some very loving people here. So please type yourself into the screen and we'll go from there. So recently we've been doing things on Sunday Night Live where we have a group reading and I'd invite as many sponsors as possible and we just share it. It's for all of us here tonight. And it's kind of a specialized reading and the way we do it. This is Sunday Night Live. It is the 28th of July, 2019. We started at 6 p.m. Thank you all for being here. We're offering super chat readings. This is, if you're not familiar with it, it's where there's a little button and very close to where you type. It looks like a dollar sign. You click that and it opens up a payment processor and you just go just like magic. Suggested donation $9.99. It's a super deal to get an actual live personal reading. I mean, it's sort of I mean, there's only a few people here, so it's not too public, but you could go down to Venice Beach and you still won't get as good a deal as this. And of course, we're going to have singing and dancing, community, and so much more. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Let's have a look. Oh, did I miss you, Courtney? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I thought I got you. Hold on. Hold on. Courtney, I got you right over here. You were one of the first people in. Okay, don't worry. Hey, Tati's in the house. Oh, God. I don't know what's going to happen now. Yeah, just come on and hang in and have some chocolate and chips. Yeah. I'm going to just call you TTT, okay? There you go. Tati Taurus Tarot. Thank you very much. A wonder in herself. And we got a couple of guys here. Did you notice these? Look at this. We've got Roy. We've got Roy Callanan, male. I marked that with the male sign like they use for Mars, the planet. And we've got Chris Rushforth, male. So ladies, don't get too carried away, but we have a couple of males in the house. Yep. Nikki's here. Hello, Nikki. What's going on? Hold on, I got to get the right clipboard. You know, I can't do these shows without the Terlumination Magic clipboards. Oh, hold on. Nikki. Hello, Nikki. So, yes. Yes. It's a labor of love, isn't it? What we do here is like just a beautiful labor of love thing. Lena is going to behave tonight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay, I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm just going to go back over here. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for coming over to hang out. I regard this as Terlumination owned private party. It's like I get to have you guys hang out at my place and we do this fun thing together. And we share the energy. It feeds on itself. It builds on itself. Nikki's driving. Be very careful, okay, Nikki? There's a huge disclaimer policy on this channel. Okay, if you read in the About section, it says Terra Illumination is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? I know it's actually very serious stuff that we do here, but you know, we're kind of on the fringes of the far edge of alternative healing and so on and so on. So, Terra Illumination, just like, you know, big doctors and hospitals and lawyers and accountants, they have to protect themselves. I got to protect myself. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, Lena. You might be, yes, it's amazing what happens when you just put a couple of guys in the room. See, we'll see. We'll just see. Again, I am not responsible. I am a guy, but I abide by the Terra Illumination community guidelines. And I invite everyone to abide by the Terra Illumination guidelines. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tati. Thank you so, so much. All right. Oh, Lena likes it when the tower and the death card come up in one reading. That's super. And when there's guys in the room. Yes. Okay. Blah. So how's everybody doing? Looks like most of you are in a pretty good mood. Pretty good mood. I'm just kind of like checking on the chat. I'm reading the chat. The chat is sort of stuck over there on a monitor. I'm trying to read it from over here to see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, hold on to the steering wheel. Nikki, calm down. Two guys is not a thunderstorm, okay? Two guys is two guys in a room, okay? Yeah. So I'm really curious. We have like a 90% female audience on this channel, so I'm always kind of thrilled when a few guys show up. It makes me feel like, oh, this is so cool. Guys actually care. Guys are actually interested. I know, like when I go around looking around my community, like there's all these like yogis and everybody's just coming in or out of a yoga session or something, and all the guys look like acro yoga models, and all the girls look like acro yoga Pilates models and everything, and that's great. But in general, I don't know why. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's pheromones or something, but the vast audience for all these tarot channels is female. So, guys, welcome aboard. If you have any astute or relevant comments, I'd love to hear them. Just to share. For example, how and why do you even end up here? You know, you know. Uh-oh, primary's burned out. Uh-oh. Hey guys, if you're quiet, oh, maybe the guys left. Lena, you might have scared them away. Oh, jeepers. Oh man, what am I supposed to do? It's raining. I can't sing. I can't do even 5, 10, or 15 seconds of any kind of cover version of music because the detectors on this channel will be detected by the algorithm, and then they'll just they'll demonetize the whole show, and I'm totally effed up. Okay. Yeah. So Nikki's leaving a fair. Was it a psychic fair, Nikki? Were you doing another psychic fair over the weekend? Yes, Cree. It's all, everything's nice here. Everything's nice. Everybody's polite, nice. Everybody's nicey, nicey. Okay? Good. Okay. Yes. Good. It's okay. All right. I wonder if there's anybody I missed. Hold on. Gretchen. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying, Gretchen. The women. You're talking about the women. Our hearts are more open. Your hearts are more open. Yeah. Guys are supposed to, I don't know if I've been watching, I try to relax by watching nature shows. I can't really handle like global politics anymore and Fox News or CNN or all of that stuff. It just scares the daylight out of me. Um, but I have to do something. I already do my self-healing things, but I also like to just get completely out of my head. So I like to watch nature shows and things. And sometimes it's scary. But in general, you notice that, uh-oh, another fellow just showed up. We got 3 guys in the house tonight. Calm down, people. Yeah. Hey, Joe, what's going on? But in general, like I was watching this thing about humpback whales up in the North Pacific Ocean. Oh my gosh, it is so elementary. It's just basic stuff. The big female whale, she just, floats along. She decided it's my time now. It's my time to pass on the DNA. And I'm an amazing female humpback whale. And so she swims through this ocean and she starts to leave a little trail of something. And within like an hour, there's 15 massive humpback whales following her. And she's just kind of going, I'm so cute. Yep, I'm a female, hot, horny humpback whale. Oh, look at all the guys chasing me. And then she just goes off and does what she does, swimming around, being the humpback whale. And then behind her, it turns into savagery as one male gets closer to the other. And it's nothing to do with having their hearts open. It's about having their bodies and their fins and their jaws open because it turns into war. The guys start attacking each other, you know, fighting for the female. Like, what's that book? Men are ruled by Mars, women ruled by Venus. It's that kind of thing. Okay. So anyway, it's pretty scary stuff. I'm glad I'm not a male humpback whale. Seriously, it would be brutal. It would just be brutal. Anyway, I better go back to the stage and actually do something important. All right, let's see what we've got. Who have we got here? What's going on? Joe King. I like that. Joe King, I like that too. Joe King is in the house. Nikki, please pay attention to your driving. Thank you. Joe King may even have a joke for us later on. We don't know yet, okay? We'll see what happens. So we got a few people in the house now already. We've got a sponsor. We do have a sponsor already for the group readings. Thank you, Primary. So I'm going to put you over here. Actually, I'm going to give a special color because you're different. We need a different color magic post-it note for you. This tells us that you're special. Okay? Of course, we're all special. Yeah, but Primary, you're special. Okay? Okay. Thanks, good Joe. Thanks, Joe. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put a Primary over here. And Primary set the tone for the evening, putting in a wonderful, generous donation for the group reading. Here we go. So I'll put that over here. Now, I know you guys just really want to just hang out and have beverages and eat snacks and chat and goof around, but I'm actually here offering real life super chat readings. Now, some of you might be so spiritually advanced that you don't even need one and you're just looking to hang out. But what I like to do, as some of you know already, I like to invite the silent supporters. Silent supporters. This sounds like an ASMR video now. Hello, everyone. It's time to relax. Take it easy. It's been a really tough week, and you've got a really tough week coming up. So you need to chillax. Chillax. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Okay. Anyway, what I was trying to suggest is if there are some folks, I call them lurkers, let's just say in people who are curious and you want to dive in here and hang out with us, please, it's okay. You will be fine. It's actually quite a lot of fun. If anybody really is, I'm going to do this because it looks like we're off to a very sort of gentle start for the evening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stimulate, activate, tantalize the audience out there, whoever you are. If there is a newbie, and this will be for the very first newbie. Uh-oh, Path Traveler. Uh-oh. Sorry, Path, I didn't see you. Hello, Path Traveler. Good evening. Marilyn's here. Hello, Marilyn. Marilyn Williams. Good evening, Marilyn. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Save a bit of room for some more in case we get some more people showing up. Frittely's here. Good evening, Frittely. Land of Truth and Tarot. So what I was gonna do, okay, maybe this will like, like when they, because I live sort of near Venice Beach, and there are always lots and lots of performers there with their tip jars out, trying to get their show rolling, and it's extremely hard to do because most of the people are tourists and they just want to enjoy everything. So all the artists and the musicians and the entertainers, that's just like wallpaper. And the artists and the musicians, the entertainers don't actually get it. They're wallpaper. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt their feelings, but that's kind of how it is. And so I got enough problems as it is, so I like to do this. This is active. So I'm putting out the tip jar. This is the virtual tip jar. And what I'm going to do, okay, if there's anyone out there, I'm going to say this, okay, if there's anyone out there right now who has never been here before, you're a complete and utter absolute newbie, and you want to have a crack at this, see what it's like, Tarot Lumination will offer you a free mini reading. It's a free one. Otherwise, it's super chat stuff. So I'm serious. I will do that. You type it in the screen, and then you will be scrutinized. You will be checked up and down. You'll go through TSA security screening. And if you pass the screening and everybody agrees that you're a complete newbie, then you will get your own magic post-it note with your name on it, and you will get a reading. Okay? So there you go. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just putting it out there for fun, people. Okay? Let's see. No, Carolyn. Don't do anything silly. Let me just see. It works. It works. It works. Haley baby. Haley baby. You got it. You got it, Haley baby. That's all you have to do. You see, it works, people. It's amazing. When you use the word free, wow. Oh no, another one. Oh no. Oh gosh. What have I done? I said one. Oh. Ah. I can't give away the whole show. Hold on, wait a minute. Carolyn's here. Hello, Carolyn. Now, please be careful. What's that expression? Can you walk and chew gum at the same time? Sure you can. But can you walk and do Tarot Illumination Sunday Night Live at the same time? That's a little tricky. So I understand. Like, be careful. It's more important that you walk successfully than whatever else is happening here, okay? Okay, I'm sure you can figure it out. Carolyn Kavanaugh. Oh, this is going to be a long night. I can see it now. Haley, baby, I'm going to mark you on here. And you're going to get a highlight. Uh-oh. Stay there, Haley, baby. You're going to get a highlighter. I promised I would do this. I said I would do it, so now I'm going to do it. Maybe I'm going to, I hope I don't regret this. I hope I don't regret this. Someone else just, Michaela Monte. I am new, I think. I am new, I think. You sound like something out of like a Dr. Seuss book. I am new, I think. I think you are. I think you are. I think you are. Are you new? Are you new? I think you are. I think you are. Michaela Monte. I mean, some of us have been going around the block here for a while now. Uh-oh, I just saw some more super chat. Thank you. I have to go scroll back on the screen to see who that was. So Haley baby, and I'm going to put a ... around Michaela because Michaela thinks she's new, okay? But Haley baby, for certain, you are actually the first one. Hold on, there's a super chat there. I just saw it. I need that. Where is it? Where is that? I see it. Path Traveler. What do I need to know? Oh my gosh. We'll have to have a separate show. We're going to have a whole separate show for you, Path. Hold on. Don't worry. Path Traveler. Okay. So that's how it works, Path. You've got it. Thank you for setting the tone for the evening. You've got your magic post-it note right there. Let's get back. We got work to do, people. And I'm scrolling through the chat right now. Bear with me. Haley Baby, Michaela Monte, Joe. Yeah, Haley, I got to put, you're going to actually, you have to be a witness. You actually have to get your post-it note, okay? Haley Baby, this is for you. You are going to get a reading, okay? It's scary stuff, I know, because it's in public, just like what they do at a tarot party. You know, people actually have live tarot parties. Did you know that? Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Go, Chris. I needed that so much. Oh man, I don't know if I can handle this. Joe King is starting to feel old. Oh, oh. Cree wants a highlight. Oh gosh, Cree, then everyone's going to want a highlight. I put the highlighters there especially for the complete utter newbies so I would remember them. So when we start to do readings and things, because sometimes it gets very messy on my magic clipboards, as you know. Yep, yep. All right, let's have a look. Yes. Haley gets to be hazed. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. It's a, yeah. So, okay, I'm just going to go check in with Haley so that, stay there. Give me a second. Okay, let's have a look. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Someone had to say it. Thank you so, so much. Yes, I agree. I love this channel too. I love my own channel. I mean, it's part of the whole Terra Illumination thing, love thyself. I love my own channel. And we are all friends here. Thank you very much. And if you want special friends, then you have to become a member. And you know what that means. You have to check the About section and the description box below. Let me go check in over here. Haley baby, hello, welcome. I have no idea who you are or where you are, but welcome to Terra Illumination Sunday Night Live. It's a fun thing that we do here. I'm, you know, I might sound like I'm like a ditz. I'm kind of out of my head on this, but we actually do legitimate readings. People pay a lot of money for legitimate readings behind the scenes here. But as I have to say in my disclaimer, Tarot Illumination is for entertainment purposes only. So I actually do have to provide a little bit of entertainment. So that's kind of what we're doing here. But it actually is, it's a very, very serious channel and we do very, very serious things. I invite you to check out the whole channel. Look at the About section, go through the playlists, and then go to the members section. Okay, Haley? Check that out. Let's go over here. Okay, so we're warming up. We have a little bit of work to do. Brittany loves her channel too. Olson is here. Yay! Olson is in the house. Yes. Oh, I need all the support I can get tonight, Olson. Thank you so much for being here. I like knowing that you guys here. It feels like a support group. I have to admit, sometimes I feel like I am Terra Illumination. I need a support group, and I have created this whole thing as my own personal private support group. Yep. What is that, Lena? 6 guys? Oh my God! Wait a minute. Hold on. I know Joe King is a guy, and then Allsun is a guy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. I count 4. Where's the other 2, Lena? Where did you hide them? Okay. Where did you hide them? Where are the other 2 guys, Lena? Unless you snatched them for yourself. Yes. Don't be greedy, Lena. Share, share, share. Share the love. Okay. All right. Olson, have you already read your report for August where it says, Dear Aquarius, you're all going to have a really rough month in August. Oh, Lena, I get it. Terra Illumination is a guy. Right. I got it. Got it. Ha ha ha. Lena is stashing the guys. She was stashing the guys. By the way, I have to tell you, by the way, as you know, Terra Illumination has been accused of many, many things and attacked many, many times, but we're still here. We're still here. Tina is here. Oh, Tina, all the way over in New Mexico. I know you're there. You must be very close to sorting out something with the property. Tina Miller. Good evening, Tina. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I swear, okay, if this, let's just say that, okay, I'm going to go back to the main, not the main, I'm going to go to my little personal spot here. Hold on. So, over here is a work of art from Terra Illumination, yours truly, and it depicts many years ago when we did this. We first started Terra Illumination. We all got excited about having the Terra Illumination retreat, where we could actually hang out live and do this thing in person. Can you imagine doing this in person? That's what I want to do. I want to have so much money coming into the channel that I can set up a place where people can come and hang out. Okay, and so we went on with that, and the Patreon channel membership place is sort of all about that, and it's wonderful. In the meantime, we have this sort of virtual hangout over here. Can you see that's the campfire over there? All right, and there is a Terra Illumination hamburger and some barbecue sauce and liquid smoke, and there's a carrot for nibbling. Over here is a thermos for coffee and a little cup for coffee. There is a Scorpio sun sign, and there is a sort of tent where people can relax and hang out when, they get, overwhelmed and they need a break. Over here is the mighty Saturn gas planet, making sure that as the reality check police that everything is done properly here. And over here, as you can you see right there in the front, very, very front of the cabin, right over there? I don't know if you can see close enough. All Sun is in there actually piloting the Terra Illumination space probe, okay? Right there. And all the seats are usually booked up years in advance to have that ride in space. Okay, and this is what the aura looks like of a typical person arriving at the Terra Illumination channel, just like Haley baby, totally freaked out. What is going on? Well, this is the face of a Terra Illumination first-time visitor right here. It all starts over here on planet Earth, okay? I'm right over there in Los Angeles, right on the beach. Thank you very much. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm just seeing something in the chat. I better go. I have to go back. We'll come back a little bit later. Relax, chillax a little bit, and we'll come back. I'll explain more about the Terra Illumination retreat in a little bit. Hold on. I got to catch up. Okay, let me see. What was that going on the screen there? All Sun is driving too. Oh my gosh, why are people? What are you doing? You're driving and watching the show at the same time. That's insane. Well, actually, I'm honored. Okay, no. Where's 123? Oh, I see you. Aha. 123 is in the house. Thank you very much. 123. Good evening. What are you cooking tonight? 123. Give us a sniff. Just give us just a little taste. Just something. Just give me a little tiny spoon. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I need to know. What you cooking? What you cooking? Okay, we had Italian last week. What was it? What was it you had the week before? Just tell us. Just tell us what's for dinner. A primary. Yeah, I got that. Look. I got that. I saw that. Primary donated for a group read. I got it, Path. I saw it. Okay. Okay, I've got it over here. I gave her her own special card with her own special post-it note magic color because it's special and different. Okay. Thanks, Path, for checking out on that. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. You've already finished cooking? At least save one little plastic storage box for us, or bring, maybe just let us have a little sniff. If you could just describe it on the screen, it's amazing what a few words can do to activate the saliva glands. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. What are you guys talking about? Red dots. What's the red? Oh, don't hit the red button. Don't hit the red button. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Lena, I see that. Stop, you're encouraging people. Lena, you're what's called, Lena, okay? Lena, Lena, you're not helping. In psychology, when they do like therapy and counseling and they try to get you out of post-traumatic stress disorder for people coming out of the military or people being abused or people who are alcoholics and druggies, and they go back home after the end of their session, and then someone else says, oh, don't worry, have a sniff of this, have a toke on that, have a sip of that, or whatever. You're an enabler. When you're telling people it's okay to press the red button, you're an enabler. That's what's called an enabler, okay? You're not helping, okay? All son, I tried. I've tried and I've tried it, I've tried. But Lena is a bit of a handful. In fact, she's kind of out of control tonight. She's already hijacked several of the men. Honestly. If you guys were at my house right now, I'd be pointing fingers. I'd be saying, what are you doing? It's okay. I'm just being silly. All right, hold on. Let's see. Who else is here? Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Tina Miller, chicken breast with Alfredo and green chili over spaghetti. Oh, it makes me cry. Oh, 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 I could slurp that up right now. Thank you, Tina. Can you just give everybody just like a little tablespoon taster, just little bits, just little bits. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. So, uh, how? Oh, okay. So we've got a couple people over here. We've got Path Traveler who's already done a super chat. She wants to know what the heck is going on. Okay, Haley, baby, we're gonna get you a total freebie. You're gonna get yours in a while because you're gonna get hazed. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. So Michaela Monte, what are we going to do? Why don't I just give you your own magic post-it note anyway, since it seems to be very quiet. Michaela, are you still here? Or are you pouting because you didn't get a post-it note immediately? Michaela Monte. I might just give you little oracle cards or something like that, but we'll see what happens. If the room starts to fill up, so the thing is about super chat readings, it's on the understand that someone actually has a real live situation, something that actually really needs perspective. And frankly, all you guys are just too happy tonight. You're just all way too, oh my, you're just way too happy. Why would anybody want a serious tarot reading when they're deliriously happy? Okay? Nobody ever asks for a tarot reading when they're insanely happy unless you're Gabby Girl. Let's have a look. Primaries, oh my God. Roast lamb with parsnips, sand potatoes, fresh beans, and from the garden. Oh, oh man, I just had a can of sardines and some potato chips. Oh, 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 hey, Eleni, where are you? Where have you been? Eleni, we're going to start a new page for you. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I like spicy. Hello, Eleni. Thank you so much for coming to visit. Thank you so much for being here. I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. All the cooks, the chefs, and all the guys. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you so, so much. I know it's torture. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh man. Oh gosh. Can I tell you just one more food story, please? Okay. Okay. I've got one more food story, Joe. Okay. Okay. Here we go. It's just like, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, right now things are really, really tight over here at Terra Illumination headquarters. As you can tell, I'm squashed inside. I'm actually inside the bubble. This is what it's actually like inside the Terra Illumination capsule. It looks like it's a vast open landscape, but it's actually very compressed. It's like being in a space capsule, and this is a simulation, okay? So anyway, sometimes I have to get out. I have to get out. And so I go out, and then I come down to planet Earth over here, right? And I go down to some of those wild street food places. And they come up and they're like, it's very late or something in the evening, and a bunch of trucks just drive up on the side of the road. And everything is super fresh, and they work very hard, and it's relatively inexpensive or very inexpensive. And I can gorge on like fresh tacos. And these are like absolutely the freshest thing you can possibly get. And all the goodies, all the salsas, the limes, the lemons, the chilies, the beans, the rice, the dips. It's good. It's so good it makes you weep. That makes me weep. Oh my God. Anyway, I might go and get one of those after the show tonight, but I'll probably be a bit shaky. But anyway. Uh-oh, I just saw another one. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got to go back. Let's go back to the stage again. We're still checking people in. Let's have a look. Who was that? I just saw somebody. I got Eleni. I just saw Eleni. Okay, we got you. And then I just saw, who was that? I'm looking at the chat. There's another monitor over here. Topaz Zen. Got it. Hello. Topaz Zen is a very recent new Terra Illumination member at the actual Terra Illumination membership place. Thank you, Topaz Zen. Setting standards, setting the standards. Mary won't be here for long. Oh, no. Okay. Let's have a look. So what was that? Someone else? There was someone else that I saw. Who was that? Uh, what? I didn't see. Where's a Brittany? I didn't see any Brittany's come here tonight. Where's Brittany? Nikki. Nikki. Did you say that there's a Brittany here tonight? I don't have any Brittany's. I'm pretty sure. Did I check in any Brittany? No, I don't think so. Wait a minute, Eleni. I got you earlier. What am I doing? I can't give you double duty. I don't know. Sorry. I don't want to get everybody confused. I'm already confused enough. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we are, folks. Let's have a look. Hold on. I need a sip. It's beverage time. Hold on. Oh, don't worry. We'll go to the trucks, man. Oh, oh. How on earth did I get distracted talking about food? All right, so Path, you've got your super chat all lined up, and I know you're happy. You're just a kind of a natural. You're just born that way. You have a certain kind of DNA which like creates happiness out of air. Some people can do that. Not everybody can do that, but Nikki can. Sorry, Path can. Nikki can do as well, but Path is kind of turning into, let's say, a practitioner of happiness. How to create happiness out of air, out of thin air. So let's have a look. Who we got here tonight? Okay, we got a bunch of people. All right, let's have a look. We've got Haley Baby, who's going to get hazed in a moment. And Michaela Monte. Wait a minute. Yeah, Michaela, can you type it in? Are you still here? Are you still here, Michaela? Because I'm considering it's so slow on the super chat that I'm going to just go for it and give you a little mini reading too, just to get the flow of everything going, you know? That's to shake it up. So, Michaela, please type it in. I'm going to watch the chat and make sure that you're here. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. I probably ought to do something actually serious because this is a very serious channel, as you know. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm watching the chat and there's a long delay. I don't see any Michaelas yet. I don't see any Michaelas yet. Okay, let's have a look. Anyway. All right, I need to prepare myself here. I need to start getting prepared. We got work to do, people. I'm gonna, while I'm gonna be shuffling, because I gotta get the cards going and warmed up. Okay, so you know what that means, people. So let's have a look. Game. Okay. All right, have a look here. Okay, hold on a second. I'm still prepping up here. All right. Give me a second. I'm still getting prepped up. Haley, okay, brace yourself. A lot of us have been here before, but you're perfectly welcome. We're very happy to have you here. In case nobody has advised you, you might want to put on a hazmat suit. You might want to wear goggles and gloves. Sometimes it helps to sit on your hands. Keep a barf bag handy. Also keep plenty of water handy. And a fire extinguisher is very handy. Also, in case it's very dark where you are, uh, please bring a flashlight. Okay? So there we go. Haley, you're going to be up in just a moment. I still got to do the final the magic here. Just the final bits and pieces, and we are going to be ready to go any second. So all right. Let's have a look, people. Here we go. Haley, you're up. Where are you? Please type it in the screen. Don't be scared. Just tell us where you are. Make sure you're still here. I mean, you're going to get this anyway, and it'll come later on the action replay, but it would make me feel a lot more confident if I know that you're actually here participating, okay? Haley, baby, let us know. Just type it in. Let us know that you're here, please. And by the way, while you're at it, it would be, this is just like a fetish of mine. I'd love to know where you are. Like, is it Canada, Michigan, Florida, Texas, whatever? Okay, I'm just curious. All right, Haley, baby, you're up. Whoa. Hey, Gregory, I see that. So cool. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. It all goes to the Terra Lumination, basically a fund. Trying to, I know, I do whatever I can, Gregory, you know that. Oh, by the way, Gregory's a guy. How about that? We got more guys here. Haley is still here. Hello, Haley. Okay. California. Okay. I'm just going to check in with you, Haley, in person. Hold on. Haley. Haley, baby. Haley, baby. Thank you for being here. California. It's an amazing place, isn't it? I don't know if you got rocked by any of the fires or the earthquakes, but I saw the big campfire. It was absolutely terrifying. And I felt the earthquakes over in Ridgecrest. Terrifying. So it's been a bumpy year, okay? This is for you, Haley. Thank you for being brave enough to hang out. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's going to be fun. Don't you worry. Marilyn. Whoa. Gregory. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Now do you see why I love doing this channel, people? Do you get it? Do you see? Can you see? Thank you, Path Traveler. That's a good question. You can probably get 10 readings out of that. We'll just spread it around a little bit. We'll give you a reading, Marilyn. You're going to get a reading, Marilyn, and everything else is just going to go to the group. How about that? Does that work for you? You know, because that's, you know, when you do that, you're actually spreading love. If you think of money as fertilizer, you're spreading the superpower of love, okay? Frankly, I don't know what it's like. I don't watch eBay, so I have no idea, but it sounds like it's a really good thing, okay? Thank you, Gregory. All right, Haley, baby, so you're getting a glimpse of what it's like inside the bubble. We are here inside the bubble, inside the actual Terra Lumination space station. This is what it's like, okay? Brittany's hallucinating again. Oh, man. Are you taking your medication, Brittany? Jeepers. Yes. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you. Oh. Oh. So, Marilyn, I will tell you, I'm going to splurge later on. I'm going to head out to my 7-Eleven. It's probably not for tonight, but later on, probably in the middle of the week when it's more gentle over here. The weekends get very crazy here, and then Terra Illumination Sunday is actually Monday. And what I do is I go to my 7-Eleven and I get a can of that 211 high octane beer. I know. And it's like, it's $2. You can't go wrong. I know I shouldn't talk about these things. Like, kids watch this show. This show has kids clearance. Okay, it has like a G rating, and so I have to work very hard to make sure that we keep inside the G rating for the show. Okay. All right, Haley, baby, you're up. Cards are shuffled. I hope you're sitting comfortably, strapped in. You might have to put on your seatbelt. And by the way, as 123 suggested, please invite your invisible friends. Right now, you are surrounded by magic. That magic is the healing power of love as represented by your invisible friends. I just did this cut and I just did this shuffle, but it was kind of like a compulsion. I did it again. I hope you don't mind, Bailey. This is it. Here we go. Here's the situation. Here's the challenges, and here's how we're going to handle it. So this could pertain to anything in your life. It'll probably ring a bell once we get towards the end of the reading. So let me make a note here before I actually get into the reading. Otherwise, I will forget. Thank you, Topaz. Let me mark it down here. I got you. Okay. Actually, while I'm writing the magic notes, and that's just general. Okay, I'll make a note here. Thank you. I'll put that next to Path Traveler. And I'll put Gregory over here and Marilyn over here. I'll put them on the big special box. Okay. That's a different color because it's a very special thing when people sponsor the group reading. And Marilyn. Thank you, Marilyn. God, you guys are so wonderful. You guys are keeping the channel alive. I hope you realize that. You are the actual people who keep the channel alive. You know, I love doing this way. I essentially give away everything for free, but it is awfully nice to get that reciprocal thing now and again. Really, thank you so much, everybody. All right, so the screen's getting it's getting quite colorful, let's say, over here. Let's have a look. So, Haley, baby, I use this spread. I call it the Terra Illumination situational spread because it's very blunt. It's very direct. It's like a sniper bullet. So we could cover anything. Like if somebody asks questions or if somebody comes in and they're curious, a lot of people would say, like, when will I find my twin flame? Will I ever find love again? Okay, so you're putting a lot of pressure on three-dimensional things like time. And tarot typically doesn't work like that. I know some readers offer those kind of services where they will predict time for you and do actual forecasting. I think it's a very hazardous way to work with tarot personally, so I don't. But what we do here is like, for example, Haley, what I would say is like, what are the messages that my angels have for me tonight regarding the matter of ... And that could be anything. My family, my love life, my college, my school, my career, my health, my future, my fears, my addictions, my finances, my communications, my destiny, my purpose. It could be anything, okay, Haley? So that's all I'm doing here is I'm just suggesting keep an open mind, okay? Over here, we're going to look at the weather. The weather, I think of as the planetary influences, but it could be anything. Maybe there's family issues, partner issues, lovers or lack of lovers, or something like that, whatever it is. Here we go. The Ace of Swords. Wow, you have a very powerful start here. This is a card of sacred opportunity. You would not have this here unless you'd worked for it or earned it in some way, shape, or form, Haley. So to me, this looks like it's a reminder. Please do not waste this moment. Do not waste this time of sacred opportunity. When I do the astrology and the astrodoodles for people, there's always very, very clear markers and indicators of what can help you and what is challenging. So this is a message like tune into the really, really important stuff, tune into the really good stuff very accurately. It's really time to, what I would say, uh, like tune into more and more of your like sensory perceptions, okay? Like think of this like as a radio antenna. It's time to become more attuned with you and understand that you are a transceiver. Hold on. Haley, I want to check in again. Sorry. I'm really indulging here tonight. So Haley, sorry, it's very, very hot over here, so I'm absolutely dripping. But Haley, what I'm feeling with this for you to start the whole thing off is understand that you are a transceiver. Your whole body. I mean, in yoga, they try to put you all together so they, yoga means union, apparently. So your whole body becomes unified. And a lot of people live from their neck upwards these days, and it's very hard to stay in balance that way. At Terra Illumination, what I try to do for my own practice is bring everything over to the heart center, okay? So that when you're doing your transmissions of life energy and reception of life energy, everything comes from here so you can be loving and then be loved, okay? It's very simple. And we invoke the healing power of love into our life from up above. And I see that as a truth, okay? I see that as a working truth and how it happens in my life. So for that to happen, it means you have to refine your processes and your techniques in how to be a really good transceiver. Beep, 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 beep. You're transmitting and receiving all the time. That's what the card is saying here for me to tell you, okay? Think of all of this as coming from your invisible friends. It's nothing to do with Terra Illumination. Over here, what about the situation? Okay, well, obviously you're stressing out about something, but the beauty of this channel, guess what, Haley? You're in the right place at the right time for the right reasons, with the right people, for the right purposes, okay? We have to reveal it to heal it. I just go on. I'm never going to stop. It's just going to go on all day, every day. You've got to reveal it to heal it. And the real purpose of this channel is to propagate the healing power of love, to bring the healing power of love more and more and more into people's lives from above. And that is a practice. It can be learned. It can be uh, uh, implemented. And when that happens, especially in a case like this with the Nine of Swords, you got to reveal it to heal it. So I think the situation right now is that we're going through a revelation for you, Haley. It is time for you to simply kind of let go and admit that there are multiple stressors going on in your life right now that need to be admitted, to be honored, and to be respected. Each one of these could be anything. Maybe you got issues from childhood. Maybe there's bullying. Maybe there's romance issues. Maybe there's a lot of pressure from family. Maybe there's a lot of pressure from schooling or college or career, finances, health issues, and it all piles up. I mean, you might just have a complete basket full of paranoia and fear that's driving you insane. And if you're pretending your life is like doopy 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 doo doopy doopy doo and it's not happening, then you are essentially hurting yourself. You've got to reveal it to heal it. So this is very, very good for you. Do not be scared of this. The situation is that there is a lot of stress that needs healing. Okay. What's the challenge with this? Okay. The healing. Gosh. Okay. This is a kind of a very blunt reading. Okay. Haley, it's a very blunt, very kind of in your face kind of reading. It might be that you're very, very resistant to healing. Okay. This is a very powerful card of healing, the art of life, the art of healing, the art of bringing the healing power of love into your life from up above. And that's the challenge. It might be because of the way you've lived, or the way you live, the way you've been raised or brought up, however you came into life, wherever it is, to behave and live in such a way as though pain does not exist. Everything is good all the time. I always put on a good face. And the reality is, it's not like that at all. The reality, it looks like from here, is that you need help. You need help, you need healing, you need proper healing. And that has to start from within. That has to start from being willing to reveal it, whatever it is. You can do it in tiny doses. You don't have to have a massive breakdown and become hospitalized and go into like a psych ward or anything. What I'm suggesting is, with this, the challenge is like accepting that healing is necessary, understanding that healing is necessary. It's absolutely vital. You can't keep going like this, all right? So let's have a look. So how are we going to deal with this? Because you might be one of those people, like you are your own worst enemy, and you don't even know it. You might be think you're doing a really good job of living your life and so, and everything's fine. But no, there's stuff that needs work here. Okay, Haley, let's have a look. So with the Nine of Pentacles, the way to handle it, my feeling is just let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down, people. It's like, let's come down to a very, very simple three-dimensional reality. Pretend like Terra Illumination was some kind of bizarre little pop-up, drive-by psych clinic, okay? I've never seen one like that. I've never seen like a little, drive-by clinic. But I know they have eyeglass clinics and they have blood donation clinics and things like that, but I've never seen it like a, drive-by pop-up psych clinics. But what I'm sensing here is let's just pretend that Terra Illumination, the channel, is actually a pop-up drive-by psych clinic where you can get like these magical virtual doses of wonderful stuff called Terra Illumination readings, and they help you. So what I'm sensing here with the Nine of Pentacles, that it is time for you, Haley, to take each one of these pentacles here, okay? There's 9 of them, and these are very much about your physical reality, your worldly reality, and put them into close association with the 9 swords here. And it is time for you to focus on each one of these. Let's just say if you had a piece of paper, I would tell you, dear Haley, let's just sit down, calm down on a piece of paper. I want you to write down 9 different things that absolutely freak you out, that are terrifying to you right now and bringing astronomical stress. And you would kind of go like, what? And I'd say, yes, do it. Take each one and bring it into a physical, tangible reality, okay? Using the truth, using your words, using your ability to communicate somehow or other, identify and manifest and realize each one of the stress factors so that you can start the work on it. That's the only way you can start the healing. You've got to reveal it to heal it. I think one of the best things is to take a piece of paper and write it down. Write each one down, okay? Like, spouses, lovers, boyfriends, pet, girlfriends, society, whatever it is. If you can just put it in like a few words, 9 things, okay, 9 things in a few words, and then you take each one, you pick each one off physically. You actually identify and you name it and you own it as a material, physical, identifiable thing. It isn't just a thought anymore. We start to bring it into focused reality, and then you can start to heal it, okay? After that, we have to go somewhere else and do another reading, but that's a good start, okay? So Haley, baby, I hope that helped you in some way. Thank you very much. You are now hazed. Thank you very much. I'm going to say hello again. Thank you, Haley. You are healing and you are healed. Guess what? I'm going to play that song. When I play it, it says, I am healing, I am healed, but this is for you, okay? Haley, okay, Haley, this is called I Am Healing, I Am Healed. And I'm just going to play this for you, okay? So stay there, brace yourself, okay? All right? And Motion is lotion. It really helps to like dance and move around. Okay, let's just pretend this is the very first step in your healing, long-term healing processes. Okay, one step at a time, 9 steps. This is called the 9-step program, by the way. It's a brand new thing. All right. All right, let's keep going here. Give me a second. Wow, what a fun bunch of guys you are and ladies. Beck the Peck Psychic is here. Hey TL, Ubasti and I wanted to come in and show some love. Oh, got it. I get it. Beck the Pet Psychic. I see it. Beck the Pet Psychic. Wow. So tonight, folks, we have a real life pet psychic here. Oh my gosh. It's actually happening, people. It's actually happening. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. So we now have a real life YouTube channel about pet psychics. Beck the Pet Psychic. So everybody, you know where to go now when you need pet psychic work. Okay. Thank you very much. Wow. That's so freaking cool. Yeah. That's so cool. That's so cool. All right, let's have a look. So let's keep rolling, people. We got work to do. All right, I'm going to read for Path Traveler now. Dear Path Traveler, thank you so much. You've been such a kind, loving person, okay? This is general. So I hope everybody, you're aware now that it is coming into August and the August reports are now out for everybody, okay? I thought it was going to be quite a mellow month, but when I started doing the astrodoodles and doing the readings for everybody, it's kind of extreme, and you'll see when you watch the reports. Okay, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. All right, Path Traveler, settle in. You already know what to do. Because you're so used to it, you probably don't need a lot of the standby equipment. In fact, you could probably even unbuckle your seatbelt and float around in free space, and you would be just fine. Just fine. You know, a seasoned traveler like yourself up in the space probe, up way out on the Terra Lumination space station. I want to say thank you to all the guys who are here tonight. I know there's about 4 or 5 of you. It's really kind of cool. There's Joe, there's Chris, there's Allsun, there's Terra Lumination, and what was the first guy who checked in? Hold on. Really cool. I think it's so cool. Who was that? Roy. I don't know if Roy's still here. Roy, I never saw you before, so you might actually qualify for a hazing yourself. So we got Roy, we got Chris, we got Allsun, we got Joe, we got Terra Lumination, and we got Gregory. Yay. Good evening, Gregory. Yes. Wow. We haven't had this many guys, I don't think, ever. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Dear Path Traveler. Okay, brace yourself. You know what to do. Oh, you're free floating? Okay, fine. That's cool. All right. Yeah, Allsun goes way back. Yep. Hey, Path Traveler. I just wanted to raise my glass quickly. Okay, ka-ching. This is highly distilled Kentucky apple juice. Path. Do you remember that story on the weather? I only watch the Weather Channel now. It's really my only education to the outside world. I think it was a Jim Beam or what was it, factory where they make all the liquor, and it got hit by lightning and it flooded the river and all the fish died because they got alcohol poisoning. Uh-huh. Well, Joe, I just saw your notes there. It's crazy. Tarot is still a girl's thing, but that's okay. There are guys out there. There are more and more guys who are starting tarot channels. And, you know, I don't see why guys can't do it. You know, I'm a guy, I do it. I love doing it. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Olson. I just saw your notes there. Oh, it was the Jim Beam factory, right? The Jim Beam factory, right? Amazing. All that good whiskey down the drain. Children, if you're listening, you didn't hear any of that, okay? Here we go, Path. Let's go along. Let's see what's happening. Taylor. Oh, hey. Hold on. I got to check in Taylor. Taylor, maybe you got your notification late. As you know, we have a lot of issues on the channel here. I don't want to turn into a moaning, groaning, whining wuss, but some of you might know that I am highly disturbed by some of the things going on behind the scenes here that I can't control. Taylor Cruz, but this is good. Taylor Cruz is here, and I hope you got your notification. Everybody, please ding the bell to make sure that you get your notifications. There have been a lot of shifts and changes inside YouTube recently. A lot of it has been very devastating for this channel, and we're trying everything we possibly can to recover. One of the most important things is to subscribe. And then when you subscribe, to click the bell so that you get your notifications. Otherwise, the subscribing is a complete waste of time. I mean, it looks nice to have a subscriber here, but sorry, Pat, sorry I got distracted, so I'm going to shuffle again. I see what you're saying, Topaz. No. No, the guys that come here, they don't do that. The Tarot Illumination male viewers don't do that. They wouldn't do that. No. Yes, thank you, Paz. You guys, you are pioneers. You are literally pioneers. You are on the cutting edge of the cutting edge. That's what it's like here at Tarot Illumination all day, every day. Sounds good. Just make sure, Joe, that you have plenty of cleavage and you offer lots of ketchup and fries. Okay? That's the way to get a tarot channel to work properly. Here we go. All right, Pat? This is it. What did you want to know? Let's have a look. Here's the situation. Here's the challenges, and here's how we're going to handle it. Don't you worry. We're just going to check the weather. Have a look. So you've got the King of Cups. Oh, I'm very happy to see this for you. Dear Pat, to me it feels as though you're doing an incredibly good job. Like a supreme job of, let's say, what I would say, to me this is very symbolic. It feels like a symbolic message from heaven to basically say to you, well done, well done. I mean, forget the gender. This looks like a guy, and it is the king, but it's very, very important. To me, the message is like, you're doing an incredibly good job, Path, of not only coming into your integrity to become literally like a living embodiment of an instrument of the healing power of love, an instrument of healing. You're doing it in situations and conditions that can often be extremely challenging and completely baffling to any kind of sense of order about how and why this should be and where is it all going to and how is it all coming into being. It almost like it doesn't matter. It's almost like the fermentation that happens around you is necessary for the growth because you know how we grow through challenges sometimes. So with the King of Cups energy here, it feels to me that you're doing a really, really good job of maintaining your integrity, your dignity, your self-respect, the self-love, and your sense of selfhood and majesty. And that the other second message is that if you're not doing that, if there's any time that you're feeling down, the weather here is to remind you that you are all this, and don't ever, ever forget it, okay? You've worked very, very, very hard to be this kind of energy and radiate this kind of energy, okay? To me, this is almost like an against all odds kind of energy. So it's very impressive. And your angels, your invisible friends want you to know. Now, what's the situation? Okay, well, this to me, when I see the Hierophant here, this is seriously amplifying the message from here that it is your time now. This is your time. It's almost like a decreed from up above. You are coming into your being, your selfhood, your place of mastery, where you could represent yourself to the world however you want. And you would still have this. It doesn't mean you have to have your own tarot channel or anything. It just means you have to be you however you want to do that in the moment, in that day. And it's like, it's time to, you know, like write a new code, do total new upgrades, which is kind of what you're doing already, and you're working hard at it. But this is like an amplifier. It's, to me, I think this is very much to do, I think you let it out on the screen here that you have a significant Leo like configuration. Well, you know, with Leo season coming up and the Leo new moon in a few days, to me this looks like a very, very powerful message. It is time to formalize this thing and to like make it your number one let's say, focus in life, is to create a new sense of order out of the chaos and understand that all that chaos was like like fuel, like fertilizer, and it's nutritious, and it can be used as raw material for the new you that is going to be emerging here when you do, well, not when, but as you do the upgrades. I don't see this as happening very quickly. I think this is like being catalyzed and triggered by the Leo new moon, and it's all about taking Path Traveler to next level. So it's like next level Path Traveler, getting a whole new set of protocols, a whole new set of priorities, sense of mission, purpose, what I'm going to do, why I'm going to do it, where I'm going to do it, who am I going to do it with, really kind of reprioritizing your whole life. And that also feeds into what I think of as the weather, okay? With all these retrogrades now, right now, going on for months to come. We've got Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, that's a lot of very big, heavy retrogrades. It's a tremendous time to go deep within and start work on this as though you are a computer and you're realizing you have to upgrade everything. Okay, absolutely upgrading everything, and so you just go through it all, component by component. Break it off into little chunks and do it everything in little chunks. Okay, and gradually bring more and more order out of whatever is chaotic. Now, what's the challenge here? Okay, so to me, it feels like sometimes you go through extreme doubt regarding your, let's say, psychic messages, your your connection with the great beyond, your connection with heaven, your connection with your invisible friends. Let's just say each one of these is one of your invisible friends, okay? And they each have like your well-being at heart. All they want for you is the most amazing things to happen for you. And the thing is, the challenge is that this can only happen as much as that you allow it to happen. I know it sounds really kind of like a cliche, but you have to be willing, ready, willing, and able to receive love, the healing power of love. Now, how that manifests and what it looks like in life is a whole other thing. But I don't know if this resonates, but if there's a fear of letting that in, because a lot of us are frightened. Like, what happens if I do open the heart even more? Like, you've opened the heart so much already. You've become so kind, so generous, and so giving. And it's almost like Terra Illumination saying, like, wait, you mean more? I'm supposed to go more and more and more and more on that path. Do you realize that the more and more and more I open my heart than ever before, I am making myself vulnerable to all the chaotic things that people think are love, but they're not love, and I could easily get hurt. So, dear Path, I understand that. I understand that. All right. So, how are we going to deal with it? Let's come back to down to earth with the Ace of Pentacles here. To me, it looks like let's calm down. Let's get back down to earth. Okay, this is kind of like a very spacey, you know, broad spectrum, high frequency Terra Illumination mini tarot reading. Fine. Okay. And I gave you my interpretation here. And of course, you can reinterpret however you want, and everyone else will see a different story as well. But the way I'm feeling here with the Ace of Pentacles is that this is your time. This is your moment. And it's a big fat clue on the Leo new moon. It is very, very important to seize the moment, see all this, the storyline that we were talking about here with the Hierophant and the King of Cups as like, okay, well, that's how it is. Understand and accept the fear, the chaos, the things that can be very, very disturbing as you go next level, as you advance, go to next level, which always means having to, like I think it was Topaz said earlier, like opening the heart further and further, so that you can be a conduit of the healing power of love more than ever before. This is how you do it. You literally do it incrementally, step by step, kind of like what you're doing now. You look at your life and your world all day, every day, and you say, what now? What physical, think of this as like a love token. What can I do right now at this very moment in time, starting from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep? What can I do right now that is the most loving thing for me? That is my opportunity. That is my job, my goal, my my right, I mean my duty. And then, like, let's say you do something like, oh, I need to hose the front driveway, or I need to water the plants, or I need a snack, or I need to sleep in longer. Whatever that is, that's what you do. And then you do that and you move on to the next whatever that is. Like it's a continuous, like a not like a slot machine, but like being in Las Vegas, and every time you pull the slot, it always comes out good. Okay, so long as you understand, like it is scary sometimes. Like you think you should be doing things, but you can't handle it, so you don't. Like, oh, am I diminishing myself? No. It's almost like you can't go wrong. Whatever you do, so long as you come at it from love and you make the priority to love thyself, number one, okay, then the rest of this process will unfold very naturally in a very like a Saturn Pluto way, very step by step by step by step, in a very measurable, material, worldly way that you will see and sense around you. Okay? So I hope that made sense, Path. I hope you got something out of that. It was quite a big reading, even though it was just 4 little cards. Okay, Path? Here we go. I'm going to put this away. Well, let's have a look what's going on here. I got to put on some music. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to put on Fighting Well, if you don't mind. And this is for you, Path. Uh-oh. I'm not a very good typer. Here we go. right, so welcome back. I had to just get organized there for the next reading. Topaz Zen, you are up. Give me a second here, we're still getting organized. So Path, you know, sometimes that happens here. We've had it, it doesn't happen on every show, but it's perfectly normal to get a complete, like, well, it's almost like an exact description or experience or a sensation or an awareness of something highly specific regarding somebody specific here in the show. Sometimes when I'm doing personal readings, or sometimes when we're doing the live readings here tonight, especially if it's a very heavy reading, it sometimes can happen when somebody's energy field literally pops into the show. It's just like if they pop through like an invisible shield, and they pop in because sometimes their energy. I have to keep, put it this way. I have to keep my. Hold on, I'm falling over myself here. So, Pat, you brought up a good point. Like, how did I feel about the power washing and the driveway and the roof and all that stuff? Sometimes it's just literally like spontaneous awareness, spontaneous knowing. Some of you know I've told like how I used to work as like a unofficial psychic medium, and I ended up actually working on years ago in TV shows and stuff over here in Los Angeles, where I ended up getting hired as a consultant, like one of, they call him a tech advisor, like the tech guy, and that's the guy who sits over in the corner. And whenever there's a problem with such and such and such and such, then the producers and the director and the actors and the talent come over and say, hey, listen, we've got an issue with this. Like, what's going wrong? It's very normal. Like if you think on big action films, they always have a tech advisor for like guns, you know, military, you know, weapons, stage weapons, all those kind of things, because they're all fake, but they're real. They look real, and they all operate. But sometimes it's very complicated, and so it's the same thing that happened on some of those TV shows years ago for psychics and mediums. There would be like weird glitches that would happen in the vortex, and then somebody would run over and say, hey, help, something went, ugh, and I would have to go in and kind of fix it. It was a very, very, very weird job. Very, very weird. Can you imagine being like, can you imagine being someone who has to help a professional psychic be a professional psychic? It's weird. It was a very weird job. I'm just letting you know. Let's get back to the show. Okay, let's have a look. So, Topaz Zen, this is you. Thank you so much for being here. I need another sip. I hope you don't mind. This is distracting me. All this color over here is very distracting. So I'm going to put this aside. This is for the group reading. Thank you very much. I'm going to put that aside. And we're now going to focus on Topaz Zen. So please, Topaz, get comfortable. You know what to do. Invite your invisible friends to join you. That's what we do here. I feel extremely blessed with this channel to have an inordinate number of angels, invisible friends, guardians, archangel type energy here that hangs out. And I do this by invitation. I ask them, I invite them to be here because I need all the support and help that I can get to do this, because I'm literally just a body. I'm an instrument. I'm an instrument of the healing power of love. So I am an instrument of an instrument, okay? Yeah, okay. Good night, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for at least giving us a little sniff of the dinner. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a great group reading in a little while, and you can see it on the action replay. Don't you worry. Oh. 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 Om. 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 So there we go. messages do the invisible friends have for Topaz Zen tonight? Okay. Here's the situation. Here's the challenges. And here's how we're going to handle them, okay? So this could feel like a sniper bullet, or it could feel like a butterfly net coming at you. Whatever it is, okay, Topaz Zen, be prepared, okay? I felt those two energies simultaneously, okay? Okay, let's have a look. Consider the weather, okay? We're still reverberating from the eclipses, people. July, the eclipses are essentially technically over, but we are reverberating for months to come. And we're going to accelerate again when we get into January 2020. So please allow for that. Please understand all that. We're coming up to a really big Leo new moon. It's a 4-planet stellium on the Leo new moon. And then right at the end of the month, if you watch your reports, there's a 5-planet stellium in Virgo on the Virgo new moon. So Topaz Zen, I think for some reason that's kind of relevant for you. And we need to take that into account because it feels to me like like you're already kind of in the zone. You're already riding the waves of the weather and going with it. And we're just kind of trying to fine tune things here so that you can, what I would call optimize, okay? The Hermit. Okay, so with the Hermit here, to me it feels as though I feel this is something to do with the Virgo new moon at the end of August. We haven't even started August yet, okay? But it looks like to me it feels like right now it's time to prepare yourself for these different waves that are coming at us, okay? In the very near future. We've got the Leo new moon coming in very, very soon. And that's going to crest in the middle of August. And then it's going to diminish, wax waning and all that. And then it's going to kick back into the Virgo new moon. And that Virgo new moon, I feel, is very important for you. And I think with the message here is that it's very important that you focus very, very, very exclusively on your own energy to the point where it's almost like isolating yourself from society because there are certain things that you can only do on your own as an individual, okay? Certain things like a lot we do when we do relationship reports, there are certain types of growth and healing and evolution that can only occur in the context of relationship. But there's a reciprocal to that. There are certain types of growth and healing and evolution so that you can blossom and so that you can discover the path literally to become your own light, that can only happen when you focus utterly and exclusively on the self. It doesn't mean you're going to be lonely and miserable. It just means it's time to take a very, like a very, very, to me it feels like being very, very exclusive, being super hyper discriminatory about the energy and the people that you allow to come to you, and also being very, very careful about the energies that you put out. In other words, having to be like, to me, this feels like super high discrimination energy. Get ready to be that way. We're not there yet. I'm suggesting get ready to be that way. I think it's almost like you're being groomed. To me, it feels like you are being groomed right now to get ready for this cycle that's coming up for you. Okay. So with the Four of Swords here, my feeling is that it's like, Topaz, I actually just had one of those moments again. We just had that thing with the Path Traveler and hosing down, power washing the driveway and the roof and everything like that. I just had another thing for you where it almost felt like you jumped in the room here. That's what happens sometimes. It comes typically from just over here or just over there, as though we're in a meeting together. And to me, I heard this very, very clearly. very, 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 very clearly. It was almost like you were here in the room talking to me and you said, this is my healing. This is my healing. I don't know if it meant anything to you, like this is the time for my healing, or this is the phenomenon of my healing, or this is the the journey of my healing. I'm not quite sure what it meant, but it was very, very clear. It was literally like you were speaking to me. And it said very clearly, very precisely, this is my healing. Okay, so you can reinterpret that however you want. Okay. Wow. I'm not kidding, Topaz. That was really powerful. Okay. All right, let's have a look. What is the challenge here? Hold on. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Okay, to me it feels like this is because you need it. With the Six of Pentacles here, to me it feels like you've been really out of balance for a long time, whether you like it or know it or not. Okay, I don't know you personally, Topaz Zen, but I believe you are the one who just became a very brand new member over at the Terra Lumination Love Tribe headquarters, Patreon page thingy, and all that. And uh, everybody's story is different, but this feels very precision. This feels like high precision to me. And it feels to me like the real challenge is that things have been really out of balance for you in your life, in your world for perhaps a long time. Maybe there was, you could have been playing multiple roles here where there are periods of time where you have been desperate, literally like desperate for help and support and love and healing, measurable stuff, as in love is as love does, measurable tokens of love, okay? And there are times when you have been on the receiving end of measurable gestures, tokens, actions of love. And there have been times when you have been the giver of love, okay? And that's fine for what it is. But the challenge is here, to me, it feels like, oh, when we're going next level like this, I think this is very much to do with the lunar cycles, these two lunar cycles in a row. To me, it's about reconciliation here. It's about reconciling things to bring things back into balance so that you're not either living a life where you're completely drained and giving everything you have to others or another, or the reciprocal, where there are periods where you feel totally desperate and depleted and empty and needy from having being maybe one of these giver type people. It's time to find some equilibrium here, and that might be very hard for you. Topaz Zen, I don't know if you have like very fixed signs or if you have some very sharp, acute angles in your personal astrodoodle, but sometimes people who have that really struggle to stay flexible and keep in a central zone where things are, let's say, more functional. To me, it feels like there has been something, or there is something that is still really out of whack that needs to be brought back into alignment. How do we do that? Okay, I'm not going to say, oh, find a cool dude and get married. What I'm suggesting is that let's start to enjoy the process. Number one, let's just say you're in the right place at the right time with the right reasons, with the right people. And this is a good environment for you. Let's just say Terra Lumination is a good environment for you because you're hanging out with people of your own kind. And it's just like, maybe it's about time, you know, like I live in a neighborhood. Give me a second, okay, Topaz, I need to be personal here. Topaz, I live in a neighborhood, it's just saturated with like, this yoga center, that yoga center, this, they have these big name brand yoga places all over here, and they have little tiny pocket ones and everything. It's just every block, every corner has their own little yoga center, and that's great. And I've done my share of stuff and everything, and there's certain reasons physically why I can't do traditional yoga, so I have my own practice and everything, which I'm hoping to share one day. And so in the end, I felt like I had to one of the reasons I felt compelled and forced and pushed by my invisible friends to create this channel is to propagate the healing power of love in a way that I could not do through any of the places or the modalities where I've been before. I've been through some really, really advanced energy healing training practices and all that kind of stuff and been certified and everything, but I still didn't click. There was always something that didn't work. I kept thinking, I'm just going to have to just do my own thing, okay? And so when I did that, I created this channel, and I discovered that it's by most measures of tarot channels, it's kind of on the fringes. It's kind of way out on the fringes, and that's just how it is here. But the beauty is that the people who do come here have this very beautiful, loving frequency. It's because, and even if they've had a lot of trauma or pain and suffering in the past, they come because they still have love and they want to be loving and they want to be loved. And their question is like, how on earth do we operate at these frequencies? Half the people that come to this channel are already tarot readers, astrologers, energy healers and everything. Like, well, what do we do now? So maybe that's where I can help, because it's sort of like I'm doing what I used to do many years ago, helping psychics and mediums. I feel like I'm helping people who are already like really good at this stuff to go to next level, and so that like you don't have to like wig out and think like, uh, you know, you've done already. Maybe you've already done all your Reiki certifications, or maybe maybe you do other things that help people. I don't know, but this is a good place because of the frequencies at which we operate. We operate at really like super high frequencies here. Not everybody wants it. Not everybody gets it. Not everybody can handle it. They might think they can, but they can't. And so they kind of like disappear. But I think you're okay. I think it's for you, it's actually good. So let's go back. So Topaz, and that's what I was kind of thinking of here. When I saw the 4 wands, I immediately sensed like, oh my God, the way to do it is to celebrate this stuff. Understand that you are with the right people. And there's more than Terra Lumination here. I feel like Terra Lumination is a portal. I feel like we have a community here. And it's a very what's the word? Self-empowering kind of community here. The people who are here love to help people who are here already, okay? So I think that's what this is about here, is to actually enjoy being here and trust the process, hang out with us more and more, and just hang in for the long term, because that's what I'm doing. I mean, I need half the reason I'm here is because I benefit from the likes of yourself. So this is very good news for me. You being here, you being a member is very good for Terra Illumination. So I like to reciprocate, being loving, being loved. That's all we're doing, being loving, being loved. And so all I'm suggesting here is very, very simple. Like, be loving, being loved. That's what you're doing. I think you're already in that modality, but we need to take it next level. We need to condense it and simplify it and bring it back into balance for you. Okay? It's almost like it's time to get married to yourself. Okay? And we would have a wedding ceremony for you. Okay? And we would celebrate you becoming like part of this thing. Okay? Because maybe you're one of those people who has a lot to offer others, but you can't do that unless you love thyself first. You've got to take care of yourself. People who are really, really good psychics and mediums, if they don't take really, really good care of themselves, they can have a lot of problems later on. Okay, so there we go. I hope that helped you, Topaz. That's kind of what I was sensing here. You can reinterpret the cards however you want, but that's what I felt. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Topaz. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something very dazzling bright yellow on the chat. And I know what that means. And let's see, what does it say here? Birthday reading for Cree. Happy birthday, Cree. Paying it forward. Wow. Guess what? Cree, you got lucky. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. I just got a Cree. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here. Happy birthday. I'm going to, and that was thanks to Topaz Zen. Thank you, Topaz Zen. I'm just marking it there for reference. Wow, that's so cool. We're just going to jump straight into the Cree Wright Happy Birthday mini reading. How cool is that? Wow. Gretchen Dillon, where did I get you in already? Oh, you're here. Gretchen, hello. I didn't know you were, yeah, you checked in really early. So, by the way, okay, this is going to be kind of a plug. I'm going to do this as a plug. Okay. So, as much as I like to encourage, direct one-on-one contact, how am I going to do this? How can I do this politely? I'm trying to create a community, like a destination, a place where people can feel safe when we can do this. And Terlumination, and the way the channel is morphing, the way everything's morphing here, it really, really helps when we have actual members of the channel. It's super cheap, it's super affordable. And when you go there, there are certain little perks that can happen through the members thing that we can't do here on the channel, okay? And one of them is private interpersonal communications. It's only just started. There's only a few people who are actually doing it, but there's like a supportive process whereby the members can integrate with each other and post things to each other, member to member, member to members, that kind of thing. And that's what I'm trying to encourage and grow here. So I hope that makes sense. All right. So I'm going to go back to the main stage, all right? I have a... Okay. I have a lot of protective filters here. I'm doing everything I can to protect the channel because I like, I talk about energy management sometimes. I like to keep the frequencies very, very high, as high as I possibly can. So I put a lot of work in myself to do that. I make that my responsibility. And the thing is, just like if I was chatting with you, like somebody was asking about how do I become an empath or something, you have to get really, it's okay to want to be an empath and all that kind of stuff, but you have to understand the process is what I call energy management. Because when you go onto those frequencies and you're operating at those frequencies, your heart is very, very wide open. It has to be very wide open to receive the energies and to be able to transmit. So you become super hyper vulnerable. Okay, and if you don't have skills and tools in place already, you can end up seriously regretting. Okay, so because I don't know, it's just from experience that I've learned and the things that I've had to do to help some professional people. I mean, in some ways, Terra Illumination is a professional here. It's just that I don't really put it out there. I don't like have a big banner. I don't tell the people, retired psychic medium consultant. I don't do that. I just have a little tarot channel. But what I'm hoping is that we support each other in our spiritual growth and advancement. It's mutual. I benefit from you. I do what I can to help you guys. So I'm just inviting all of you to go and consider like membership. Okay, so that's the basic hint I was trying to get at, because it's a very effective and let's say, what's the word? Effective and considerate way of interacting. All right, Cree, happy birthday. All right, let's have a look. So Cree, you're a Leo sun. Sun is in Leo already, and we're heading in a few days. In the middle of next week, we're going to go into the Leo new moon. Okay, so Cree, typically in my experience, when I'm working with people over a long period of time, what I notice is that, like for 5 or 6 weeks before their actual birthday, sometimes people can feel really kind of down or depressed or lost or very fragile, very, very sensitive and very vulnerable, as though that they would, if they could, they would just say, hey, please, does everybody mind if I just check out? I just need to go and chillax on my own. I need to daydream, go for a walk. I need to cuddle up, curl up, eat ice cream, and watch movies, and somebody could give me maybe a massage. That's because you might be feeling that. You're going to be coming out of that soon, because once you cross that threshold of the actual day of birth, then the solar pattern starts to kick in for you again. Okay. So I was just mentioning that, and just in case you've had a very, very delicate, sensitive, or uncomfortable period over the last 6 weeks or so. So we're starting again. I think, of course, with that Leo new moon, the energy is going to pick up for you more towards the end of the week, and then towards the middle of the month, you'll probably notice a lot more about what we've been talking about here. All right, Cree, you know what to do. Thank you for your patience, everybody, hanging out and just supporting each other and having fun, singing, dancing, healing, community, and more while we go through each person's individual reading. So the cards are well shuffled, okay? We're going to cut it up. I invite you to invite your invisible friends to join you, and we'll make this a team effort, okay? Dear Cree Wright, happy birthday. Da, 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 da. Here's the situation. Here's the challenges. Here's how we're going to handle them. Okay? Let's look at the weather for you. So we got the Fool. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so I think this is really, really, to me, this looks like really good news. Even if you've got a bunch of horrible things happening in your life right now, Cree, it kind of doesn't matter. It's almost like you're above this. You're just totally above it all. It's just like, you know what? It doesn't matter about my lovers, my spouses, my relationships, my finances, my career, my health, my stresses, all my childhood challenges, all my you know, whatever horror stories that you've ever had to endure. Okay, so what? You know, some people have problems with their hair, their physique, their weight, their training, their finances. It's kind of like, so what? So freaking what? Who cares? Right now, the only thing that matters is that um, it's almost, to me, it feels like it's time for Cree to be Cree more than you have ever dared to be. Oh my God, that's poetry, people. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Okay? So this is a very, very bold energy here. To me, it's saying, like, dear Cree, it's totally time for you to bust out. It's totally time to just, it's almost like, don't apologize. Just like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to be me. I want to be me. It's time for me to be me as opposed to the person that I was raised to be, or the person that I thought I should be, or the person that maybe I could be if I did this or that. And when that's all conditional, of course, what I'm feeling here is, well, what about me right now being like utterly, brutally truthful and honest with your like deepest core soul self. This is the time, and I think this is like this little reading here is just like a little wake up call to cash in on this big Leo new moon and go for it. And you don't have to know. You don't have to have a big master plan. You don't have to have your destiny planned out. The important thing is to be absolutely, utterly, purely in the moment. The power of now multiplied by 1,000,000. Oh my gosh. So, so with the Eight of Wands here, my feeling is that it's about time. It's almost like Kriya is saying to herself, as if you were right here, I would be giving you a high five. I would be giving you a double high five, Kriya. I would be doing it like this. Yeah. Go Kriya. Go Kriya. In fact, I would be doing this. Go utterly berserk, Kriya. Go Kriya. That's what I'm feeling here. To me, it feels it's just like, it's pretend I'm absolutely looking you dead in the face. And I'm saying, I'm not kidding, Cree. I'm not kidding. Do this with me right now. I know this sounds insane. It sounds totally insane, but I'm literally asking you if you can do this without dropping your smartphone or your tablet or laptop or whatever. Let's do this, okay? Are you ready? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I messed up. I messed up. I'm sorry, Cree. But we had a good run. That's the energy that I'm feeling for you, Cree. That's how I want you to like feel like. Just grab life in the moment. Wherever you focus your attention, energy flows. So make sure you're focusing your attention on whatever it is, and just come out with that love, that power, just like, wow, oh, like, oh, I need a new dress, like, oh, it's about time I enrolled in blah blah college, or you know, it's about time I quit that job, or it's about time that I just decided I'm going to go for a walk, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. Doesn't matter. It's just all about you being you. All right, there we go. Wow. And you are all fired up, ready to do that. And all you needed was just somebody to poke you and just give a little doink, doink, Cree, come on, whip, whip. The time is now. You have the energy, the desire, and you deserve it. And you've probably been wanting this, but maybe you felt guilty. Like, wow, is it really, really okay for me to be me? Like 100% me, 111% me? Yes, it is. That is your job. That is your number one job description now. It's time for me to be me. Well, it's time for you to be you. I'm already me. Okay, over here, what's the challenges? No, of course, it's obvious. Whatever is stressing you. Like if you have a million things all piled up that are saying, oh, I can't possibly. I couldn't, whatever you're telling me, to elimination, I can't possibly do that. I can't be me because of this. I can't be me because of that. I couldn't possibly me because of this or that or that. If you're thinking I can be me because of this, no, it's not humanly possible. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm completely, utterly screwed. I will never be me. I've never been me. I'll never have a chance to be me. Woe is me. That's not allowed on this channel. That's just fear compounded by fear compounded by fear. That turns into paranoia. That turns into psychosis. That turns into loony bin land. Okay? It's not allowed here on the channel. Okay? So how are we going to do this? Okay. Again, like some of the other readings earlier, it's time to come back down to earth. Come back down. Calm down, elimination. Calm down. Let's just admit. Okay. Like, Okay, I guess I have to give you kind of like a responsibility disclaimer thing. Okay, I'm going to go back here, Cree. Happy birthday, by the way, in case I forget to tell you personally, happy birthday. What I'm sensing with the Eight of Pentacles here is that it's almost a message to our illumination, calm down. You've conveyed the message. Cree understands. She gets it, she gets it, she gets it. Now let's get back down to Earth. We're up here at the Terra Illumination Space Station broadcasting across the world, and it's landing on your lap right now. And we have to get this, down to Earth. So what it feels like to me is for you to be you, there's work to do, and that's more poetry, wouldn't you know? So with the Eight of Pentacles here, it's worth it. Okay, so I don't know if anyone has ever spoken to you or related to you like this in this kind of way, Cree, but it feels to me like I don't want to keep repeating the messages from here. I don't have to keep repeating this. The way to handle the situation is understand like it's actually worth it. It's actually worth doing whatever it is that has to be done for you to be you. And you have to think of it as a long-term investment program. Every time you do the work to become you, it's like putting money in a long-term savings account. And then you keep doing it. And it adds up. It adds up. And it's worth it, okay? It's like a long-term investment program. It doesn't mean you have to become a slave to work or anything. It doesn't mean you have to just like tie yourself to a hideous job that you can't stand. I'm talking about you personally from the internal level where you make it your business to invest in yourself and do the work all day, every day. Like over here at Terra Illumination, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week, I do the work. My work is to self-heal. And I have to do a lot of self-healing work in order to keep going. Otherwise, I would just fall apart, okay? And that's one of the good things about having this channel is I get to have this channel. One of the challenges is that I have to put in astronomical amounts of work just to keep this channel going, okay? But to me, it's an investment. It's worth it. I see the investment. I see the returns, okay? So I'm thinking that's and feeling this is the same thing for you. The way to handle your situation, if you've never had a story like this or a reading like this before, is understand that it's worth it. You have a right to be you. It's your day job. You have the passion, you have the ability, the desire. The only limitations are in yourself, all of the fear, okay? And that's all in the mind. And so the way you overcome that is you start learning whatever different practices you need, maybe hang out with us more, do some self-healing programs, whatever it is you got to do to invest in yourself uh, for your own best outcome. No apologies. Love thyself, measurable every day. This is an self-investment program. Thank you very much, Cree. I really enjoyed doing that for you. Happy birthday. And thank you, Topaz Zen. All right, I need a little bit of a break. So just hold on. I'm going to put on some tunes. I'm going to put on Taste Your Dreams. I wrote this song long ago, but it's still a good song. This is for you, Cree. Okay? Happy birthday, Cree.
Okay. If you wish for a simple miracle, if you wish you can have one right away, all you need is some faith, is the will. Ask for it and it will come to you today. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, I want you to live and die laughing. your dreams, taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Na da 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 da, na da 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 da. La da 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 da, da 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 da. And if you wish to be in a state of grace, ask for it, and it will meet you face to face. And if you wish, if you dare to dream, you will find that it's easier than it seems. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Oh. Da 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 ba da 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 la da 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 la da 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 oh la da 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 oh oh yeah. I want you to be oh so happy. Yeah, I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams today.
So, while I was playing that tune, I just saw something come in from
Okay.
Michaela. Here it is. Hold on. Start it again. Hold on. Here we go. Michaela is here. Hello, Michaela. I didn't see you earlier. You just got your certificate. I'm glad you like your certificate. You know what I do? I go to the dollar store. You can get dollar store frames for about $1. How much are they? You know, when you go to the dollar store, have you ever seen that? Have you? Hey, hey, Michaela. I'm glad you got your certificate. I know it's amazing, isn't it? It's just like a freaking masterpiece. I know. Yep, it's another piece of Terra Lumination handiwork. So, have you ever done that thing? I was going to suggest go to the dollar store. You can get one of these dollar store frames. You have to get the proper size. You have to get the one that looks like it's for a certificate, because that'll fit the 8.5 by 11. Okay? Otherwise, they don't work. Okay? So yeah, get the slightly bigger one, and it fits 8.5 by 11. But what I was going to say, have you ever been to the dollar store and you're waiting in line and you've got your bits of like, you know, Kleenex, paper towels, and I don't know, snacks, cookies, bits and pieces, whatever. And it's the person in front of you in line says, "Oh, how much is this?" And they pull up another thing. They go to the cashier and like, well, how much is this? And the cashier kind of looks at them like, it's $1. And everyone else looks at them in the line and goes, it's a 99-cent store. It's a dollar store. Everything's a freaking dollar. Ooh. Anyway, that happens a lot in my neighborhood. Just letting you know. Hello, Michaela. Yep. Olson has a super frame. Yeah. Oh, you're certified Reiki. Wow, that's cool. Wow. Michaela is a certified Reiki. Oh, wow, that's so freaking cool. You know, I haven't seen Abby in a long time. Abby was one of the very uh, earliest people who helped me to start this channel and actually keep it going. And Abby is like a super ultra qualified energy healer. She has so many certificates from so many modalities. And she put her Illumination Love Tribe certificate right in the middle with all the rest of them. So I'm extremely proud. So Michaela, thank you. I'm very, very proud. I feel very, very proud right now that you've got your certificate and it's right there with your Reiki certificate. I know what you're saying, Michaela, but I was just like, sometimes you do have to check. I know, like some certain types of potato chips, certain types of snacks, certain things from like if you have to like sometimes they sell things like cushions or kitties' toys or something, and it's really, really fancy. So sometimes you get the other stuff, but in general, if it looks like it's a buck, you know. Reiki level 2, go Michaela. Wow. 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 Wow, we've got some amazing people here tonight. Well, we always do, but tonight's extra special. Congratulations, everybody. Let's keep going. Let's do the group reading, people. All right, this is for everybody. And we want to say thank you to Marilyn. Marilyn has been a mega donor. She's obviously very close friends with Bill Gates, hanging out with those. You know how mega billionaires hang out with mega billionaires? That's just what they do. Sol Bajus is here. Hold on. I forgot. I didn't see you. Sol Bajus. You're in Cancun. Whoa. Hey, Sol, I went to Cancun many, many years ago. And when I was there, there was just like two big hotels, maybe one big hotel, and that was it. Sol Bajus is here. Well, I hope you're having a super time in Cancun. The water is probably very nice and warm. Yeah. Ooh, you're on Crown Royal. Wow, Cree. Wow, wow. So, it is Sunday Night Live, 28th of July, 2019, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, starting time. And we are now going for the group reading. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Do this properly, people. Yes, it's that moment again. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, and it's happening right now. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. Well, what do you expect? What do you expect, people? I worked in Hollywood for years. Wow. Primary. Hello, Primary. Primary's back. I think it's because of the group reading. Primary initiated all of that stuff. Hold on. I need a beverage. Stay there. I've got some water, but I have an extra thing. Let's do this. Because you know what happens. Things get a little bit wild and wacky over here. When we get to the group reading, it's like it's time for the. It's more like watching a movie as opposed to a TV commercial. Things get quite intense sometimes. I don't ever know what's going to happen, but I always read it from the perspective of the group and how this works for us. I see it as a kind of an energy flow thing. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, Lena, just sit back. Maybe the best thing you can do is just sit back. Um, put your feet up, hang out, chat with everybody in the chat room, and just get through it. And don't even watch the reading. Just go and hang out with people. Yes, of course, primary, divine timing, of course. That's how it works on this channel. Hey, Soul, are you kind of a party person or are you more about lounging? Do you like to lounge? Are you on your own or do you have friends and family and lovers and kids and all these kinds of things? What's going on over there? Oh, I'm really kind of envious right now. I had some absolutely insane adventures down there in Belize, Mexico, Guatemala, Central America, but that was very long ago. I had some very, very dangerous uh, experiences. Cool. Okay, Lena, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just watching the chat while I shuffle because I need to be very, very clear. Yeah, so let's just check in. I want to just make it clear that we had some mega donors tonight. We had Primary Feathers, we had Marilyn Williams, and we have Gregory Ross. Thank you all so much for your generosity and kindness. You guys are the ones who are keeping this channel going, believe me. I feel really kind of honored and proud that we have such lovely people here, and that you know it's like a mutually beneficial thing that we have the way we do it. Soul Juice, I see you. Absolutely, the party person, with or without family. So they have really like good like club dance music and things and parties into the night? Because I really believe in that stuff. I mean, I can't do it so much anymore, and there's nothing around here that clicks with me. But yeah, I think the last I have a story. I should share it with everybody. Maybe I shouldn't. It's kind of embarrassing. But it was about being in a club in Hollywood many years ago, and how I was very, very ceremoniously ejected from the club. It was quite spectacular. I'm actually quite proud of that. It was one of my most spectacular moments of misbehavior on record. Mm. Helena drinks and sees the lottery numbers. Wow, that is power. In fact, that's a job. You could do that for a day job. Get drunk, see the lottery numbers, collect the money. That's a job. That's a day job. Okay. Well, dear Topaz Zen, if you would like to go to a club and dance your tushy off, we're going to figure out how to do that. Eventually, somehow or other, Terra Illumination is going to have a place where people can hang out in person. I'm not kidding. I really want that to happen. And we can have like a little one of those rollout, dance floors, and we'll have some little club DJ thing going on. And we'll have lots of Terra Illumination music, which is designed to move, have fun. We'll have Terra Illumination concert live in person. We'll have lots of singing and dancing, campfires, marshmallows, cookouts, vegan veggie delights, meat eater mayhem, beverages galore. It'll just be a complete orgy of yumminess. Angie H., what did I do to get kicked out? Oh, God. Well, I'll just tell you briefly. Maybe we'll record it as a story to put in the story time playlist. But I was over overstimulated, let's say, and several of the people in the club looked like they were kind of like mega drug dealers, like super ultra flash. and very sinister and posing, looking like they owned the place or something. I thought, screw that. And I found this huge piece of, like, sidewalk chalk on the ground in the club. The club was pulsing. They have all their lights going. Wow, wow, wow. So the club was pulsing in a way. And I took this piece of sidewalk chalk on a black floor, and I drew out this body, like they have the outlines of a dead body, like someone who'd been shot on a crime scene. So I drew this body on the ground, okay? And it looked like the body of a dead person who'd been, like, shot. And and then I laid down inside the drawing, and I just laid there very still while everybody was dancing. And I think somebody didn't like that idea. I think the security guards or the managers or somebody didn't like that idea. They didn't think it was funny. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And so what happened was, a lot of my friends, I was out with a bunch of friends, we were all dancing. Uh, Looking back, I can see what happened now. They all started to step away because I think they thought, oh, this is not gonna go very well. And so eventually I kind of opened my eyes and I realized there was nobody next to me. I thought, uh-oh. So I started to look up around, and then, hold on, I just better tell you. I just better tell you personally, since you asked. So there I was, like, laying down on the black floor of this club, surrounded in white lines, kind of like how I am tonight. So it's not much different. And then these four humongous, like, security people came up. They didn't say anything. They just grabbed my arms and shoulders and my legs and ankles, and they lifted me up, one on each corner, and they held me completely spread eagled. I couldn't move. I completely couldn't move. And they walked me in and out and all the way through the club and out through the doors, out through the doors and out onto the street into the middle of Hollywood. I mean, how insulting is that? How degrading is that? And then they laid me on the ground. And they stepped away. And so I got up and I looked around, and they kind of gave me the finger. No, you can never come back here. They didn't have to say much. All they had to do was stand there. Four huge, like mobster kind of guys. And so I just sat there on the curb, completely humiliated and degraded, but obscenely happy. I was very, very happy. I had a lot of fun. In fact, I was insanely happy. But I was kind of lonely because all my buddies were inside and I felt like a criminal. But anyway, after a while, all my buddies came out and they all kind of came around and they said, and all sorts of language. And then everybody was laughing, and then we went off to another club and we got drunk. And I didn't ever do that again. I never ever played dead bodies with a chalk ever again. That's it. It's over. You can only do that once in your life, people. I'm just letting you know. Okay. I know, Primary. It's a crazy story. I have many, many stories like that. Yes, it's sad. It's hilarious and sad. Well, that's Terra Illumination. Hilarious and sad. So, Cree, I'm hoping you're enjoying. You can even treat this as a birthday party. Yeah, why not? Thank you, Angie. I needed that. I needed that. Somebody's got to do it. Thank you, Angie. So, Sol Bajus, if I was there with you right now in Cancun, that's how crazy it gets over here at Terra Illumination. I go there. I go there, okay? So, if you want to go crazy party dance, I do crazy party dance, okay? Yeah, but this time we're going to do it at the Terra Illumination Club. Club TL. That's what we're going to do it. It's going to be called Club TL. Yeah. Yep. That's crazy, people. I have many, many, many crazy stories of getting into astronomical amounts of trouble, but I have very few scars as a result. At least not a lot of visible scars. All right, let's do this. Okay, this is a highly professional channel, as you know. We do very, very serious things here called tarot readings, as you know. So this is for all of us here tonight. Happy birthday, Cree. All you wonderful people here. This is a party. Basically, it's a private tarot party for all of us. Thank you very, very much. All of you, and all of you. You're just lovely. You're just lovely. So here's how it works. We're going to use the Tarot Lumination Heart Spread, okay? I'm just using the good old Rider-Waite. This deck here has done thousands of readings, and it's still going strong. I was going to auction it off for $1 million on eBay, but, you know, it took a while to pick up, and so I said, nah, let's forget it. I'll just keep the deck. Now, if Bill Gates wants this deck for $1 million, I would be willing to have a conversation with him. I would consider it. Yeah. Sorry, I got to keep going here. I got to keep going. I got to get in the zone. Got to do this properly. All right. Okay. So if you want to, you can treat this as kind of one of those popcorn movies. You just sit back, put up your feet, and watch everything. You can throw popcorn at the screen. You can laugh. You can cry. You can do whatever you want. Okay? Lurking and listening. Pam, bam! Pam, bam! I'm going to issue my disclaimer again. Tarot Lumination is for entertainment purposes, okay? I can't be responsible for the outcomes of your listening to this channel or watching this channel. Please, Pam Bam, concentrate on your driving, okay? Got it? I have to put you on the list. Now I'm going to have to shuffle again. Hello, Pam Bam in New Zealand. Got you. We got you. Okay. We're going to do it again. All right. Hopefully I can actually do this now. I'm going to use the Tarot Lumination Heart Spread. So on the understanding that a lot of us, including Tarot Lumination, has a tendency to live from the neck upwards. It's just part of our evolution, okay? So much of our lives is conducted through the neck upwards because it has to be now. That's just how it is. And all the body parts, everything below the neck are just extensions of, you know, what the upper bit thingy there, the head, is doing. But in the old days, it wasn't like that. People were much more connected, I think, through the gut and the soul and the heart center. And I feel it's very urgent that we try to center everybody there. So that's why I use this spread. This is the Tarot Lumination Heart Spread. I'm going to cut it up again. I have a feeling I've cut this 4 times now. Here we go. The heart needs what it needs, and it wants what it wants to do what it has to do, okay? And sometimes there's a huge disconnect between the heart and the higher parts of ourselves. Typically call it the head or the neck upwards, or our waking consciousness. And what I try to do on this channel, I'm just going to do this again. Oh my gosh. I like to bring everything. I like to bring all the energy we're swimming in it all the time. We're constantly swimming in the healing power of love. It's literally like a life force. And then we own it here, okay? You can think you own it from here, like as an intellectual concept, but you have to own it here. This is what counts, okay? This is what counts, all right? So that's kind of my mission here at the channel, okay? Which is why I use this spread. So the heart needs what it needs, it wants what it wants, and it's hoping that our conscious awakening self will understand that and comply. Okay. Over here, legacy energy. What are we all bringing in with us? Our joys, our sorrows, our tragedies, our past lives, our triumphs, whatever it is. Over here, the energy of now, the healing power of now. All our power lies in the now. Not there, not there. It's in the now. We already have an awareness of what happened in the past, and we like a lot of us, we like to use that as a tool for projecting the future. But the future is not always contingent on the past. Obviously, there is a connection, but we always have choices. Just look at what's happening with global warming. What we are doing in the past and what we're doing now has an impact on the future. And we can make conscious decisions to change that. Okay, that's where our power lies. What are you doing? What decisions are you making? What is being in the now mean for you? That's where you own your power, and the power is accessed and exercised and executed through the healing power of your decisions. Okay, decisions and decision making is fundamental to humanity. That we have this amazing faculty to override our limbic system. We can actually override the amygdala, and if the amygdala is telling, like, I want to beat the crap out of you because I don't like you. I would rather just kill you because that would be such an easy way to solve my problems. And you can't do that because you'll probably end up in jail. And so you have to override that primal urge, because in the old days you might have done that. And some people would have said, well, they deserved it. But anyway, today, it's an extremely complex society because we are heavily, heavily punished for going to war and hurting each other, you know. So we have to make decisions. How are we going to conduct ourselves going forward in a way that's most loving for us, which in turn means what's most loving for other people? It's a decision. And then how do we do that effectively? Sometimes it's really, really hard to make this decision, to make these decisions, but we have to figure it out because that's how we actually co-create with the energy around us. The plan is the healing power of love so that we come into our best selves, okay? That's co-creation. Now, of course, over here, when we're in that vortex of decision making, we're constantly facing into the unknown. And fear of the unknown is one of the most powerful fears on the planet. A lot of us will do anything to avoid going into the unknown where we have to make decisions that involve risk. Some of us would rather live in very, very toxic conditions rather than make a decision that takes us into something different that we don't know before. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with abuse victims, but sometimes if you try to help them and you pull them out of an abuse situation and you offer them an opportunity to redeem the situation, they will choose to go right back in. Why? Because number one, there's programming and conditioning, but also they're so terrified of anything outside that because the chances are they don't know what it's like to be well or to be happy or feel good. And they're so terrified of the unknown, like, well, what happens if this or this, that they end up self sabotaging. So that's a very extreme example, but we're all guilty of this to some degree. So what happens if we, lose the courage? If we make decisions to undermine ourselves by doing things that don't empower ourselves, that are not self-loving, then we lose all of this. So what happens when we are in the zone and we take the risk and we do the work and we do co-create, we do evolve? What does that look like? It's the same energy, but it's the inverse. Over here, the momentum for the next beat of the heart. This is a pulsing thing. I'm hoping you can see this as a heart shape. This has a pulse, literally one beat at a time. Okay, so over here, I'm going to look at the bottom card of the deck and I'm going to use that as an indicator of weather, just like I do with all tarot illumination spreads and readings. That's the energy outside of this thing. Consider this like a coral reef, like a pulsing thing, as the Terra Illumination members, Terra Illumination Love Tribe, as the people who are here on the show tonight, as the people who watch the show later, even though they're not here. Whatever it is, you're a part of this equation, okay? Like like a like a community energy over here, and we are impacted by the weather. You have your own understanding of the weather, circumstances, energies, influences. Terra Illumination has an understanding, and I like to think of it as the planets, because the planets have uh, uh, an, an, an immeasurable impact on how our lives play out. I don't want to go into that right now, but it's fundamental to human evolution. So that's why I consider it so important. That's why I include the astrodoodles in the shows. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands here. So my feeling here is like, it's like this is like a, to me it feels like a card of great courage. Okay, we need to know that anyone who is here tonight, whether it's because you're just bored and you don't know what else to do, or whether you just love this stuff, you can't get enough, or whether you're here because you actually want to participate and become like part of this thing, it's all about having the courage and the passion and the drive to do it. And it's also on the understanding that it's almost like when you make a decision to come here, when we make decisions to be here and be who we are and how we do the way we do it, by definition, we know we are putting ourselves in a state of challenge where it's almost like we're inviting all of our challenges to come at us. And the way I feel it is this, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The planets are saying to all of us, each of us here tonight, like, understand. This is like role playing. To me, this feels like an image of role playing. And our invisible friends are shouting out at us, like, let's do some role play. I I am one of your individual invisible friends over here, and I'm going to do the role play of coming at you. And I want you to come back at me, okay? So, like, that's what I'm sensing here. Like, we're here almost like role playing with each other. Like, bring it on. Bring me your toughest problems. I dare you. I freaking dare you. And then each one of us here says, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You think you can take me down? You think you can take me down? You have no idea who you are messing with. You're going to wish you had never, ever messed with me. Okay? Thank you very much. So give me what you've got and good luck to you. You're going to regret it. Okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. All right? So let's have a look at the core heart energy. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles over here. The heart is saying, please, 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 in this environment where we can really, really take advantage of ourselves and each other, where we can like learn so much by role playing with each other. In other words, let's say each one of us here, if we were actually at a real life tarot party, and we were actually in the Terra Illumination house and we could do this and hang out, I would say, oh my God, we're going to role play here. Each one of you becomes an antagonist to someone else. Let's pick somebody, okay? Each one of us gets to be the hero, okay? And everyone else here gets to be the antagonist. And everyone else, our job is to be as challenging as we can be to the hero, okay? And then the heart is saying, oh, yes, please, that's what I want. That's what I want. Because if I don't do that, I don't know how I'm going to fix what I have to fix. The heart is saying, like, to me, it feels like I'm so congested, I'm so clogged up, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix it. And it's going to have to happen by force. So, you guys, you're going to have to force me. You're going to have to push me into this. I can't do this on my own. I want help. I want support. I want to do this in a fun way that's kind of like a game. So let's do this for ourselves and each other. It's almost like it's like game playing. Like if we each play the role of the hero, and everyone else swaps out and plays the anti-hero, then the heart is like, oh, that's so cool because I can't do this on my own. I need to find out my true strengths, my true value, my true meaning, my true purpose for me, the individual. And I need to find out all the obscurities, and I can't do this without you. My dear, 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 lovely love tribers. Okay? I love you. I need you. Help me, help me, help me. I will help you when it's my turn to help you, when you are the hero. And then you help me when I am the hero by pushing, pushing, challenging me, daring me through role play. Okay, what are we bringing in with us? Okay, over here, the fool. So to me, it feels like none of us are here by accident. We are all here by divine guidance, divine ordinance, divine timing, sacred geometry, even fate. That's what I would suggest here. And I know there's some of you from all over the world here, and I think that's really cool. I would love to grow this 10 times bigger. I'm doing everything I can to grow the channel. I'm just confiding with you on the side, but it's an extreme, like hyperbolic challenge here, and I don't know how to do it anymore because I'm dealing with, uh, let's just say, invisible forces that are so big and so powerful that I don't know what to do. So I'm very dependent on you guys. I'm really, really dependent on you guys for, like, pushing me and keeping me to be in the role of being my own hero for myself because I have so much work to do on myself too. And so to me, it's like a magical mystery that's unfolding. And I think each one of us here tonight is realizing, let's just say, let's allocate this towards the Leo new moon, and then we live through the month. We're all starting a brand new beginning. We have a chance to start with when the sun aligns with the moon. And let's not shackle ourselves to the past. Let's not project anything onto the future. Let's be very, very fully, deeply present now. Nothing less, nothing more. That is a huge command. It's a huge command to be in the now, to be present, uh, like we've never been before. What about the now? Oh, look. Oh. So with the Two of Cups here, to me it feels like what we're doing here, this is going to sound really like over the top, but it's like, you know how they do? I don't know if you guys have ever been through like yoga training things or higher level yoga training things or energy healer training things where it kind of gets way beyond just like, it's not like going to a gym or just hanging out for a $20 walk-in yoga class. It's all about love. It's all about love. And with Terra Lumination, that's kind of what we do anyway. It's the whole idea is to bring the healing power of love into our lives from up above. And I think this is what we're saying is like, we need to do this in a very pure, symbolic, kind of platonic way. It's not a boy girl thing. It's not older, younger. It's just literally like the energy of community, the energy of being loving and being loved. And that's what the card is telling us right now is that like we need to come at this and we're already doing it to some degree, but it needs to be acknowledged and recognized that we're coming at it. And we're doing it from a very, very, like I would say, very, very pure perspective. There's no agenda here. No one's trying to hook up. No one's trying to make babies or, get married and have houses and cars and, uh, you know, grow their real estate portfolios or anything like that. It's just literally about being in the moment, being loving in the moment. Nothing less, nothing more. Very, very, very simple. Very, very pure. Simple is not easy. To me, this looks like a very high pressure, high demand reading. Over here, making it in the healing power of our decisions, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so to me, it feels like we're here to be counsel to each other. That's what I think is happening. Like, if you've got problems or challenges with really, really big, important decisions in your life, whoever is watching this, okay, each one of you as individuals or all of us here as a group, to me, it feels like it's very advantageous to reach out and very humbly ask for advice, support, counsel, knowledge, wisdom, guidance from someone that you trust. Okay? But this is a very somber, very, very sober energy. And probably the people who are here are the ones who can best help each other. Okay? So how do we do this? Because I don't feel like we're there yet. If I when I look at this card for myself, I feel like, oh my God, I have so much work to do. I have so much self-healing to do. I have so much things like think of it as like Saturn, Uranus, Neptune retrograde. All four of those planets are retrograde right now. So it's a tremendous opportunity to go deep within, deep, deep, deep archaeological depth of within and to discover what is not working so that we can uncover the gold and the talents and gifts of the resources that we have. But it's very hard to do that on our own. I think it's very good that we help and support each other through shared knowledge, shared wisdom, shared guidance. Okay? And sometimes the truth hurts. Like sometimes I get readings here where I have to deliver messages that are probably very unwelcome, very painful, but I feel it's my duty. And so I do it anyway. And then I just ask for blessings and apologies, and usually I'm okay. Like that, they don't feel like the client doesn't take it personally. Over here, so how do we do this? Okay, so with the King of Wands here, my feeling is the way to get this to work, the way to get to the point where we have, let's say, what I think of as enough divine grace, enough extreme humility. To me, it feels like it requires extreme humility to understand and accept that we really don't know everything that we need to know when we need to know it, and that we're going to have to get help. We need help from ourselves and for each other. And that's kind of what's happening here. I think that's what's going on here. This is like a very self-empowering thing when we make deliberate decisions to role play with each other. Like, like for example, recently I've had several people offer me personal readings in exchange, you know, as a gesture of kindness and gratitude. And so I am accepting. And so it's like role playing. I offer myself as your reader, but now and again, like I need a reading too. So I think it's really cool. And it takes a little bit of, you know, I could say, oh, I'm a tarot reader. I don't need a reader, you know, but it's not, it doesn't work that way. Uh, I'm kind of in the same boat as you guys. So I think what the way to do this is to admit that we all, each of us, are. It's a very mutually beneficial thing here, and we go forward with a great sense of dignity and honor and respect, as though like each one of us is awesome. Each one of us is like royalty in our own way. Every single one of you guys, okay? We are royalty. You are royalty, Terra Illumination is royalty. You are royalty, Terra Illumination is royalty. And we respect each other to those degrees, literally like royalty. And we do this with great honor and respect. In other words, like it is a great privilege that we have ourselves in each other like this, and we can actually play this bizarre thing that was Terra Illumination talking about earlier, where we role play for each other. So each one of us gets the chance to be a hero, knowing that we're not going to be destroyed, but also knowing that we're going to be challenged by people who dearly love us and want us to achieve and succeed. And then when you learn your lesson, you swap out, and then you get back into the crowd here, and then someone else steps up into the high ground, and then they are challenged. Okay, so that's what I think is what we're doing here. Each one of us is challenging and help each other to grow. So what is the outcome of this? Okay, so with the Ten of Wands, my feeling is that we discover This is going to sound really weird, but we discover, number one, how hard it is to do what we do and how we do it, but we do it anyway. Number two, that we've asked for this. This is a chosen thing. You don't have to be here. You guys could all be somewhere else doing something else, but you're here. You're taking up the burden. You're taking up the passion. It's like you're going for it. You know you're going to be challenged. You know you're going to hurt. You know it's going to be hurting for you. You know that when it's your turn to be placed under huge stress, and all the role players here are forcing you under to be under stress, but it's a game and it's fun for your benefit, it's going to take you to the absolute limits of your abilities, okay? But we're not doing this to break you. We're doing this because this is what you wanted, this is what you asked for, this is what you need, and it's a fulfillment, okay? And you're going to be all right. You're going to deliver. You're going to get to the end, okay? So over here, let's just say you don't believe any of this. You just stumbled on this channel. You look at this thing like, this Terra Lumination is completely insane. They have no idea what they're talking about. Uh, I'm a scientist. I'm a doctor. All this stuff is insanity. Astrology and tarot. You people are berserk. The healing power of love. What is that? You can't measure that. What is that? Show me in a science laboratory what is the healing power of love. Okay? That's what I'm sensing here. Like, if we don't believe in all that, it's like being the ultimate skeptic. It's like being the ultimate person who says, like, you are full of BS. All of you wackos out there hanging out with Terra Illumination. On the other hand, if you look at it as like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. I understand what he's talking about. I get it. I get it. Okay. So on the flip side, it's like, with the devil card here, my feeling is like, can you see from the story that we're talking about here how you're just, all you're doing is entrapping yourself in low frequencies by your own devices? That's all it is. Fear, absolute terror, fear. Imagine you're one of those, like, what are those people who like to go around, Mythbusters or whatever it's called? They like to do like psychic stuff, like, because I've done plenty of like psychic medium type experiences with people, but can I prove it all? The only way you can prove it is if you're actually living it in the experience, okay? And so I don't even bother to try. I don't even tell people, oh my God, I'm like the blah, 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 and I did this, that, and that, and come to my website and see all my testimonials about amazing blah, 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 and come see me on my TV show, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that. But to me, what it feels like here is that if someone else was watching this and you're one of those doubters, then you would say, yeah, huh, this guy and this whole freaking channel, they're out on the far fringes of lunacy. And then everyone else here kind of smugly goes to ourselves and kind of goes to each other and goes like, okay, well, that's their problem. That's their loss. Because we are effing awesome. Ka-ching. Awesome. Ka-ching. Like, I respect you. Ka-ching. I respect you. Ka-ching. We know what we're doing because we are royalty. And we have gone through many lifetimes to get to this situation. And so when you get into this vibe here, you understand the story so far, and you activate this, you make deliberate decisions to, in a very, very, very humbling way, admit that we don't know everything. And in your full majesty, you participate in this role playing game that we're talking about here. It's an unleashing, it's an unbinding. You get to have the delicious sensation of what it's like to be heavily bound by restrictions and then released from restrictions. It's amazing. It's almost ecstatic. Over here, what about where does this go? Okay, to me, this is very simple. It feels like the tragedy. It's so obvious, like, oh my God. It's all, to me, it feels like, let's go back to the beginning card over here. It feels like, let's just say this whole thing was like a role-playing thing, and you are the one, let's just say you in particular, whoever's watching now, this is you. You're right there right now, and you're the one who is being put like in the challenging position, but everyone else here is doing the role playing to help you become the more awesome you than ever before. And you're knowing it's going to be tough, and you signed up for it, and you're here and you're watching this and you get it. And then by the end of this spread, the end of this reading, it's emotionally overwhelming for you. You get to the point where you realize, oh my God, I get it. You're right. I see what you're talking about. And then, okay, everyone over here in the role playing part says, okay, it's over. It's okay. We've done our thing. And then you have a complete breakdown. You over here, you have a complete breakdown because then you realize, oh my God, it's just like there is so much of my life where I missed out. I did not know. It's almost tragic. It becomes tragic where you realize what it's like to not love thyself. It's almost like you meet and you see the tragedy of yourself. We get to witness you. It's just like in one of those self-help programs, you know, and there's a bunch of people, and then everyone else comes up at you and says, it's okay. It's okay, Allson. It's okay. It's okay, Lena. It's okay, Joe. It's okay, everybody who's been here tonight. We've all been through this together already. Yes, it's very, very tragic. Yes, it's very painful. But you've come full circle. Can you see why? It's because you've opened yourself up. We have pushed you to the edge where you had no choice but to open your heart completely and take maximum risk. Do you understand that, dear warrior? And then you come back to this. Oh, I understand. I see what you're talking about now. And so everybody who was doing the role playing comes up and they give you a roll of paper towels, a roll of tissues, and they give you a big hug for being such a freaking hero. And then you get back, and the little two of cups over here that's remaining connects with the two of cups here that was there all along. So everything connects like a beautiful puzzle, like a beautiful tapestry, and you would never have known unless you had listened to this reading right until the very, very tippy end. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to play a song now. I need a break. Oh, jeepers, that was a freakish reading. Okay, here we go. So, people, what I'd like to do is invite you, whoever's still here, basically, like if this was my party here right now, I would be saying, okay, thank you very much, everybody. Don't even worry about filling up your glasses right now. Forget about the hors d'oeuvres and the canopies and the free lunch and everything. It's time to dance, okay? It's time to dance. It is time to party. It is time to just break a sweat and freaking go for it, okay? So play this very, very loud. Play this loud.
For the skies, opening my hands to welcome in the day, gather in the sun's rays before I'm on my way, and the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, numb is the word. Moving through through the day, pray no accidents arise. Giving thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness for any damages I've done. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, Nam is the word. Now the day is done and moon is on the rise. My trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon in the numb as I reach up for the skies. I command all fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, Nam is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, Nam is the word.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, I just saw something. I see that, Ange. Thanks, Angie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna start checking out. I'm gonna play another tune for you, okay? I hope you don't mind. Okay. I want to play. I'm gonna play a song called "Through the Ether" because it's a very. It's like to me, it's a very soft song, but it's a very powerful song. It's about how we transmit the healing power of love through the ether. I don't know how else to describe it. You see the planet that's around us? You see that little tiny thing over there? It's called the atmosphere. The atmosphere is only about maybe 8 or maybe 20 miles thick. That's it. It's almost nothing there, okay? And once you get up to about uh, 30 or 40 miles, you're in space. Once you get up to 250 miles above Earth, you're in orbit. Okay, just picture that. Okay, you're in freaking orbit. Now, just imagine you're in a car in America and you're maybe in the Midwest or something, and you have to go to some relative's big thing event on the weekend, and it's a 250-mile journey. Okay, so that's like a 4 or 5 hour drive. Isn't it 5? Something like that. And so you're driving along the surface of Earth for all those hours. Now just imagine that turned vertical and you go up. That's it. So it's just tiny. Going into orbit, like those satellites that go into orbit, they're here. Okay? That's kind of what we do here at Terra Lumination. But all the energy that we transmit happens very close to the surface of the Earth, but around the surface of the Earth. If there's any of you guys out there, like the Reiki healers, the energy healers, when you're transmitting energy by remote healing and all of that stuff, then you know what we're talking about. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's okay, but that's kind of how it works. You take energy, you own it inside of you. You own the healing power of love inside of you, like it's like a resource. And then energy flows where attention goes. And then you can focus that energy towards healing. You can do other things with your energy if you want to. You can be angry. You can spew out the frequencies of anger if you want to. But you can also spew out the energies of love. And that's a decision. That's why in that heart spread, that card about the healing power of decisions, it's so important. What are you going to do with your power? What are you going to do with your energy? It's up to you. Being loving, being loved, or being toxic, being confused, being a hater, being a denier, whatever it is. You have a choice. Sometimes being loving it defies all logic. Like sometimes you get to a point where there's absolutely no logic that can justify a loving behavior, a loving decision, a loving action. And yet you have to make that decision. It's very, very hard to do sometimes. But that's what I'm hoping that we can teach each other to do here. Maybe through role play, like what was happening in the reading earlier. And so much of it happens through our words. When I say I'm going to do this for you, I do this for you. It's like a promise. Words are so important. Okay. Some people say they're going to do this, but they don't. They said they're going to do this and then they do that. Anyway, I'm going to play another long song. It's a big song. It's called Love the Word. Cherish your words. Understand the healing power of your word and how thoughts are things and how we put that energy out there. Okay. I'm just going to leave this with you. See if I got it here. Oh, I didn't do it. Sorry, I kind of screwed up. Hold on. So I'm playing this because I need to unwind. It's going to take me a while. I'm going to be here for a little while because I have to unwind from the show. I just can't just switch off. I just can't leave you guys out there. Okay. So just bear with me. Okay. Hang in. Have fun. Chat amongst yourselves.
Sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word. Hum the word, breathe the word, whisper the word. Sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sign the word, love the word, sing it now.
Give everything I can.
Sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the
Not
word,
enough.
live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sign the word, love the word, sing it now.
I just wanted to say, I really love you guys. I love you guys that you're you're willing to spend your time here with me and do this stuff with me. It's a person. This is person to person now, and sometimes I reach these points where I don't know what else to do. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing absolutely everything I can, everything that I know how to do with what I have. It just never seems to be enough, and the pressure just keeps in fucking increasing. And it's just sometimes it's so painful. It's so fucking painful, and I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I'm so happy I have you guys here. It's like I know I can't see you, I can't touch you, but it's like I honestly don't know what would have happened to me without this channel or without you guys. We've been here for a while and I have to keep going. I know I have to keep going. I know it looks like just another gyro channel from the outside, but it's not. The pressure here to keep this channel going is just out of fucking control. And sometimes I can't handle it. And I wish it would stop and go away. But I'm leaning on you guys. I'm leaning on you. I'm leaning on you. Um, oh God, it's been kind of a. I get a little funny at the end of a lunar cycle. I have to play a happy tune now. Well, it's kind of a happy, sad tune. I'm going to play this one. It's called Because I Care, and I think I know a bunch of you like it because it starts off and it sounds like it's all tragic. I actually wrote this song kind of like for my mom. Um, and there wasn't much I could do, you know. Um, because I love my mom and I love my dad, and they're gone now. I don't have any family in Los Angeles. I have a couple of like very close friends, and I have the YouTube channel, and I have my sweetheart who's very, very far away, and I miss her terribly. I'm gonna go see her as soon as I can. I need you guys. I need you guys, okay? So please hang in. Hang in with me. I really need you guys. Okay. What was the song? Okay, it's called Because I Care, and then I'm gonna go. All right, all right. It's called Because I Care. Oh God, what a oh. So, um, oh, hold on. So I'm gonna check out now, and I'm gonna let the song roll, but I'm gonna check out personally now. I love doing this. I just wish we could do more. I wish we could do it properly. You know, I have to live through the same planetary stuff that you guys do. Okay? That's the reason I understand. I get it. That's the reason I can read for you guys. Because I know what it's like on this side. It's not like I live in a castle or anything and I know anything more than you do. I'm just the same as you guys. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to sign out now and I'll just play the song and I'll see you next week. Okay? Bye bye. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. You're keeping the channel alive. Bye. God. Fuck.
Let's dissolve our pain and get out of danger. Heal all the wounds and cure all the anger. I'll be the doctor, you be the patient. Here is your medicine, I'll help you take it. No, it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. It wipes out the fear and makes you live longer. It's not a lotion, it's no magic potion. It's just a dose of love in the moment. I'll watch you while you're lying there, while your eyes are closed and your heart is bare. Perfectly still, but still aware. And I'm right here because I care. Holding your hand, I know you can feel me. All talk in a whisper, I know you can hear me. When you awaken, when we are conscious, totally healed and cured, just watch this. No more weeping, no more sadness. Gone is the fighting, gone is the madness. We can choose to become alive or just disappear or become survivors. I'll watch you while you're lying there, while your eyes are closed and your heart is bare.
Sometimes I wonder.
Perfectly still, but still aware. And I'm right here because I care.
All right, I'm just
Because I
go.
care.
We're not gonna let you go down in flames. No, no, no. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna do this right.